Hello, amigo. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is episode 805.3. Of course, this is We Nerd World. Hopefully, you guys had a great day, kicked your guys' week off right. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys for a bit. There we go. Chat is out. Top chat is set to live chat. What's up, TAC Garage? At the bottom of the lake where the roots all grow. This is Justin Smith. Powerfully Narfy. Cheers. You. Hopefully I said that name correct. Red Eye Rustler in the house. What up, Red Eye? Throwing my life away. Hell yeah, I like that name. Cheers to you. Why sustainable? Don King, Ington. I'll never get it right. What's up, DK? Oh, waking up for a little cat nap before the WEedNerdWorld. Need a little rest. What's up, my beautiful daughter, Lexi? Lexi. I love Smiley. At the bottom of the lake. Oh, I don't think you like being called Miley, Scarlet. Bill Puckett. What up, Ned Denver? Rod Handler. All right, now we got Smiley's names changed. I guess we go ahead and let him in. Means I gotta get out the headphones. Oh. Denver. What up, Smiley?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. All right, now we got Smiley's names changed. I guess we go ahead and let him in. Oh man, who's that ugly voice? Jeez. Jeez, that internet's way behind. Oh, man, my eye's all still pink, man. I got some shit in my eye today. I fucking rubbed it some more.
Oh yeah, dude, you got a black eye. Look at you.
Pretty almost. That's just from rubbing it.
Come on, tell us the real story. What happened?
That's dirty contacts. That's all that is. I didn't even realize it was that bad until just now.
Did you watch the Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight?
I did not.
It's the fight of the century. What are you talking about?
Yes. What makes it the fight of the century?
The hype? I don't know.
Yes.
They're both undefeated.
Sure, it was a good fight. I didn't catch it though.
No. I don't catch them all either. That was just one that we bet on. Buddy of mine was all razzing and I'm like, oh, you know who Tank Davis is, don't you?
I don't even have clues.
Oh shit, you gotta look this dude up. He's
Yeah.
future boxing, man. Dude's badass.
Yeah, let's check him out.
Unless he fucks it up somehow, but he's definitely impressive. He's definitely impressive. He's in all the light weights. He's not like a heavyweight, but he's like most of his wins are by knockout. Shit, he's fucking badass.
That's the way everybody wants to win is by knockout, right?
Right? He's got countless ones where they're not countless, but he's got more than a handful where they fucking hit. When he hit the dude, it was like the whole crowd, oh, shit. Like, he's got a highlight reel for real.
It's pretty good when you ooh and the fucking the replay and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a fight the other night. Who in the fuck was it? I can't even remember who it was. No, it was a couple days ago. But that was like the same thing. No, it was Masvidal and Masvidal. Who in the fuck was it? The fucking tall guy. Well, anyway, fucking Masvidal laid in a nice shot right to the fucking head. I couldn't fucking wait to see that replay. And then fucking few seconds later, the announcer said the same thing. I can't wait to see that replay. And I was like, oh, show it.
Yeah, I like watching the fights. I'm a fan of the technique and shit that the guys use, especially like boxing. Some of the guys are brawlers, but the real skilled boxers are something to watch, dude. When they can't get hit and they're just fucking, it's pretty awesome.
Grayson was quick like that, man. That guy could bob and move like fucking crazy.
There's
The
definitely
peekaboo.
for sure. There's a talent to that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. You just smoke this joint. This is the first joint of the day, right?
Holy shit, really?
I know, right?
Hard working ego over there. Long days, boss. Long days.
You know what's sad is like even though I'm like, you know, working again, is like I'm still like calling my own hours and shit. They're like that started like a different job today. Or, you know, not a different, but you know, a different job. All right. So I'll be up about 8 o'clock. What time are you gonna come by? I'm like, yeah, about 10:30. About 10:30. I gotta sleep in a little bit. I don't go to bed till late. I'm doing podcasts and shit, so I can see you a little bit late.
Hey man, whatever. Works, it works, you know.
You know, what's funny was that he could be watching the show right now. It was funny because I was at a different job a couple days ago. That's where I met this guy at, and he had you know prior to like looking, I looked at his job a few days later, and then I seen him over the weekend, and I see him in he asked about super soil, and then and he is not a smoker and by any means, and he's like, yeah, I checked out the show, man. I was watching the other night. I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool as fuck, man. Not even a cannabis smoker and still watching.
So you gonna tell us how you got the black eye, or are you just gonna say you were rubbing it?
No, that's seriously from rubbing it all fucking
Oh,
day.
okay. All right.
No, I'm about ready to take that contact back out. And I put it in this morning and it felt irritated, but okay, you know, tolerable. And then I made it to the job and it was like fucking, it didn't let up. I just kept rinsing it all day. And then at one point, I just took some like saline solution and just dumped it in there and it made whatever it was in there hurt all the more. And then fucking, I literally fucking searched through my truck to fucking found an extra contact case and fucking just ripped them fuckers out of my eye and went blind for the rest of the fucking day because I just couldn't take it anymore. It's contacts.
Yeah.
Well, I would tell you if I got punched in the face. I'd totally laugh at myself. Totally laugh at myself.
That's good.
That's not the case though.
I'm just clumsy. I fall down the steps. I'm just kidding.
Put some fucking half of that redness is probably fucking chemical burn. because before I got smart and I tried to wash it down with saline, it was this shit, the Renew, which is like all-purpose cleaner. So it's like every 5 minutes, pop out my contact, clean it, and then shove it back in my eye and let that cleaner run down my face. And yeah, it was a long fucking day. And she
It
said,
was a
"Shut up."
Monday, man. It was a Monday. I was actually surprised. I was sitting here and all of a sudden the alert went off, and I'm like, Eagles got a weed nerd. Oh yeah, it's fucking Monday.
I've kind of been forgetting about shit, man. I had that fucking. I was running on four, maybe a half hour sleep day, and I got back here around like fucking 7. I ate a whole chicken, a whole rotisserie chicken. I'm like, I think I'm gonna take me a little fucking quick little nap. I fucking woke up, but I don't even know what time it was. I could like see the sun. I literally thought I was like, it was the next day. I'm like, oh shit. Is it? I gotta fucking get ready and shit. And I look at the clock and I like, even after I said like 8:10, it didn't fucking even, it still didn't register. It took a minute to register. It was Monday night now in the morning and shit. Must have been pretty good and tired when I fell.
Those are good naps. Still
I
getting,
did.
you're not doing your two a days then, obviously. Right?
No, not with working. Not with working. Just one a day.
It's good you still make it after work. But
Yeah, I'm gonna go tonight after the show. No time in between work and the show today.
it's funny. The one guy I work with, he's actually my manager. He got hired me, but he's been doing these like boot camp things. I don't know. They kick his ass for like 45 minutes in the morning and shit. So,
Flipping the tire and shit like
yeah,
that.
whatever. Doing different shit all the time. It's like he calls it the boot camp. But he walks in all like fucking shit.
It's a good thing. I actually miss that feeling when I don't go. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
addicting.
it is. I had not, I'd missed a couple of days in running. And I ran last night, and I told myself before I left too, I was like, man, I'm definitely running tonight. And I got in there, man. It was first couple steps, man. I was like, oh, I missed this. My calves were fucking sore as fuck this morning. It was good though. So what are you smoking on over there tonight?
Um, Platinum Gorilla. Sorry, this is from ABC Co.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it's a stunner. It's pretty. But yeah, he was giving the hookups on flavor tasting. They're all new ones from him. We got testers coming out or whatever. Well, he's testing them and they're coming out. So I should have said that. It's good though.
I listened to music 100% love for the plant. He was asking, do I listen to music or podcasts while I work out? Music, 100% music. Can't keep my well. Sometimes, yeah, I don't like to focus when I tend to space off when I'm listening to other stuff, books or whatever. I'll get caught up
Who are you
in,
talking to?
huh?
Are you talking to Chad or something?
Talking to you both, really.
Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, Love for the Planet was asking if when I was at the gym, if I listened to podcasts or if I listened to music.
He listens to Fumador's show, catches up. Is it not on like that?
I was slightly honored. Uh Mr. Fumi hit me up the other day.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
He asked me to be one of the first guests on his new show on Wednesdays. And I had to gracefully pass because I gotta work. I don't know if he bought it though. He gave me that right on. Right on. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, fuck you.
He's a good dude, man. I got a lot of respect for him at that. It never aired or nothing because of whatever controversy, but the Regen conference, he was doing all the interviews and like he was running his ass off and busting butt there the whole time, dude, no doubt. So there's a couple times I've seen him, he was sweating his butt out, trying to keep up. You know what I mean? He just there's a lot going on or whatever, and he was trying to get footage of it all and doing what I
I
think
think
a really good job of it. You know?
that's one thing I've learned over the fucking years, man. It's too hard to do both. It really is. Either you're there to be social or you're there to cover the event. There's really no fucking in between, really.
Yeah.
Is covering events like a full-time job. And sometimes that's fun. You know what I mean? Running around with the camera. But sometimes it's like, fuck, man, I just want to hang out and smile and smoke weed like everybody else and shit.
Well, you could definitely tell there were times he wanted to just hang out, but he was like, oh. He was there for he had all the speakers like documented and all that shit. Sucks that it didn't air because he spent a lot of time on it too.
You never know. I'm sure that footage has not gone away.
Oh, yeah.
You may be able to see it someday.
It just sucks. There's always some kind of weird controversy, and it is whatever. I'm sure people know this or that about it, but like, just sucks that shit kind of goes down, and then all that footage is gone, or not gone, but not shared.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. It's the game of the content, huh?
Even that's getting to be a hard a lane to run in because that's not even like a small thing anymore. Everybody seems to be there covering the events these days. You know what I mean? So it's just like anything else, man. If you're gonna do that, you gotta fucking do that. You gotta hustle. You gotta hustle. That's what you're gonna do to stay ahead of the curve, you know, because the curve is catching the curve is not a curve, it's more of a wave. If you stop, the wave will run over you.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Um, I think it's all going to keep changing though. So like, this year's going to be a little different than the previous years, I would imagine, as far as the events go. Because aren't they supposed to have them all fucking? Thought they were cracking down on all that shit. Really had to have.
They are supposed to be cracking down, and I think that's why we've already seen the next stoner move. Uh isn't it funny how stoners will fucking find a way, right? We did it in the beginning with like the donation thing, right? We're not taking money,
It's a
taking
sticker. He bought a sticker.
donations. Yeah, we fucking sold t-shirt. You get
He
a
bought
quarter.
this Ziploc, and it just happened to have weed in it. I mean, that's just
So they are cracking down on the events. So what I've seen lately here in Michigan is, and I think it's funny is because they're like tricking you. That's the other thing too. It can't be just out and out, whatever. I give them some credit. They're trying to make you feel good and trick you a little bit. So that's what's going on, I believe, with all these free tickets that you've seen going out for almost like every big event that I've seen so far. Hurry now, we're giving tickets away to this event. Well, I think they're never going to charge. I think that I, that's it too. I think that's it. They're like, we're not holding an event. We're parking cars.
I was just gonna say, give me free parking, motherfuckers. That's where they get your ass too.
That's what it is too. It's like $30 a car for parking now,
Yeah, but it's a
but free
it's a
entry.
free entry. Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the Leonard Stoner move right there. Is they're not holding the event or selling tickets. They're like, oh, what's the parking lot? People are sitting to be partying here. Wow, that's crazy. Which I'm cool. I'll go. I've got my reserved free tickets to some of these events, and I plan on heading out, having some fun. I've noticed too that a lot of these events aren't free for alls. They're fucking back to the medical thing. That's pretty. What's that?
Platinum couples.
Platinum pebbles, huh? Nice and green, green. Not light green, but nice dark green. What's the difference, in your opinion, between light green weed and the darker green weed? Like a lime green and a dark green. Because there is a difference.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, I definitely think so.
What do you think is the difference?
I'm not quite sure. I think from what in my opinion, I believe that the lighter green is more of that social weed, the happy kind of buzz, the uppity, where the darker greens tend to be more a little bit like couch slack, a little bit more sedative side, I think.
I can see that, I guess. Yeah. As a rule of thumb, maybe.
I've always thought there was somewhat of a difference. I mean, there's light green, dark green, and purple, pretty much. A little bit of the in betweens. Oh, showing off your sticky sack. I don't want to look at your sticky sack, man. Wash that thing.
You want to smell it?
Sure, just once.
Just don't tell nobody.
Shit. I do. So which ones are those?
What I was trying to show is the lighter green, like you were talking.
So that filter is working against you.
Is.
You got a light on that light green behind you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that really matters as much.
No,
Yeah.
I can even say the same thing about like even purple weed. I know that's a fact in purple weed.
Oh, fuck that.
And there's a definite difference in a strain that's purple, that's supposed to be purple, but you get green phenos of that don't necessarily purple. There's definitely a difference in those highs.
The green to the purple.
Mm-hmm.
Line.
Yeah.
And maybe, but that's.
So why not a difference between light green to dark green? That's what I'm saying.
I think that's old school thinking.
I don't know. School thinking. Now I got to bring white papers and shit to the conversation.
I want to see the white papers on that. We need Talon here. He'll have a white paper on it.
Somebody's got to have one.
Posting it in chat and shit. Actually, they found. It's awesome. But I don't know, man. I think I'm trying to just think through my own experience, and I've had some pretty dank fucking purples. So I think that might have been your one experience with them, maybe. But
No, it's for me. It seems to be a rule of thumb. Fucking Blue Kiss cards. Hey, I hope my debut visit wasn't as scary for you as it was for me. Did you catch that part of the show the other day? Oh, boy, did you miss out. Oh, it was, yeah. Blue Kiss was on, and as part 3 of the 24 there, and I had a gut feeling. I just had a gut feeling at some point that something was gonna go awry. And even like when it was worse before like third part. I got up for my little cat nap and I was like, something's telling me not to go open link. But I did. And it was good for the most part until like literally I thought, this is gonna be all right. Things are working out. Fucking the buzzer literally goes bing, 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 bing.
I was there for that when a bunch of people were jumping in and shit.
The random people, the people that weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who had his like gay porn he was trying to play on.
Yeah. We had another wave of it a little later, but not quite as bad. I recruited Blue Kiss to help me. I'm like, somebody got a laptop? Blue Kiss like, I am. Why? She's getting ready to leave. I'm like, I need help smacking these motherfuckers down. I'm gonna make you co-host. Help me fucking knock these bitches out. Yeah.
It still don't top the fucking Italian kid getting in and yelling at us.
Oh, there was a kid.
That was.
Yeah, we didn't get video, but by voice, definitely. Yeah. It was funny because as Ganja pointed out there, it took almost 3 days for the episode to get fucking flagged. I mean, without a doubt, it was gonna get flagged, but you know. But it literally like took them 3 days. I was like, it was funny because like any other time, I'm like, come on, man. But like when it come to the third part there, I was like, man, it took you a while on that one, didn't it? Guys were really sloughing on that one.
That was a long video.
Yeah, I guess they did have some hours to go through.
That would suck if that was your job to have to sit and watch. We can edit videos or some shit. I know they don't do it that way. I'm just saying. Sit there and watch every video that goes on.
I think at one point there was though. I mean, like had like Facebook and shit like that had like mods that actually watched for keywords and had to look over video and shit like that. I think that was a real job at one point.
Crazy. Hopefully it fucking warms up here. I think this is gonna be last week, right?
Can only hope. I
That's-
thought I seen 60s, heavy late 50s, and some 60s the end of the week. Hopefully there'll be a few things. That'll be a thing.
Genetics is Saturday or whatever.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that one. I really did.
What
But
one have you
then
been talking about? I thought that's the one you've been talking about.
the
Say
20
it wrong.
the 26th one is the one I'm going to. They're
That's
planning on,
Gems and Gemstones or some shit then?
I think so. I think that's
Yeah, I
the
just thought you were saying it wrong the whole time. I could
probably.
have swore he said it was in May and shit.
No, I knew about this one, and I did have every intention on going, but then the work come popping up. Fuck it. That's literally too easy and decent cash to not show up. Yeah, really, and I definitely could use that cash. So life happens. I'm taking that money.
Yep. Gotta do it sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I've been blessed so far. I mean, it's been, yeah. If I had to go back, it's been a good experience so far. I like to say, no complaints.
Back to work, Ian. That's been a good experience.
Even today, when I was putting up insulation and shit, which I don't usually do, but it was part of the gig. I'm like, okay. Nice, relaxed day. It wasn't bad. Did some Branson Electrical, put up some insulation. Wasn't bad. Even talked about the show. That's the funny thing. Is like I'm not even holding it back from like clientele anymore. I'm like, hey, you get bored, you can watch me later. She'll be on at 9. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Greetings, weed nerds.
Greetings.
Smiley, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
See you too, bro.
Oh,
Heard about your trip down.
Stem cell journey? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Wellness,
excited.
the wellness journey.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for
I'll be there June 18th.
I think the oxytocin's already taken effect. You've been looking pretty good, man, in spirit, and you've had a glow to you lately.
Thank you. I'm getting plenty of rest. I meditate twice a day. I quit coffee. Honestly, I feel a lot better since I quit coffee, and I don't know why. I've been drinking it my whole life, but it has to do with the adrenal gland, I guess, is why it kills the stem cells. But whatever, I'm going to do whatever it takes to just, at least add another 20 years is what I'm shooting for. We'll see. Smiley, I put 2 raspberry Spartacus, and one is a male. I'm going to keep this male. This male is beautiful. I'm putting him right next to Spartacus, and I have one female, but it's early on, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. But the male, the structure, when you look at a plant, you just know it. Like, okay, this one, you're staying. Come here. We're going to put up a special plot for you, and you're going to be over here. Can I get you a drink? I mean, what do you?
It's Spartacus. That's your double white cheese or whatever.
Yeah. He's a good boy. I had the 8 Mile guy. Huh? Oh.
No,
Anyway,
I like what I've seen from him.
cheers, chat. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Oh, by the way, all the rest of the giveaways went out today. I had 15 more, and I got plenty more seeds. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Sorry, Smile, I don't mean to step on you there, buddy. How old am I, poops? You're what are you doing? I'm 68 years old, sir. So yeah.
Nice.
So
68 years young. I would have never guessed 68. I would have thought you maybe barely ahead of me in 58. Maybe at best.
that's kind of you, thank you. It's good lighting. I have major, on Turkey Day, they kind of have trouble, figuring me from all the other turkeys out there. It's, hello, what happened? I looked at a picture of myself.
Hey, wait a minute. What kind of
There you
cheap
go.
shot was that, Vegas?
But I used to have long hair and shit when I was a kid. And I seen my youngest son recently. He's got hair all the way down his back. I go, well, you finally passed your old man, because I never grew my hair that long. He's younger. He's 28. Yeah, 28. And God, he's coming out with me with all these like, are you in a relationship? And he goes, yeah, kind of. It's polyamorous. I'm like, what? What the fuck is that? Because we can see other people. I'm like, well, that's just like an open relationship. Yeah, polyamorous. I'm like, who fucking makes up this shit? I don't know. What,
That would have been like, is that where you got all dressed up in them costumes and shit? Is that what that is?
it does open the imagination. You know what I mean? It's like Pollyanna, Polly want a cracker. I don't know. Fuck. It's kind of like, what? And I go, well, how you doing with that? Are you okay with her? He goes, well, so far I'm the best lover. So I'm like, well, good for you, buddy. What is a competition? I'm just like, wow, this is just crazy.
It's the Bachelorette. He's on the cast there.
I thought it was pretty wild to be, but again, his brothers are like my oldest boy, who's having my grandson. He's 44. So he's waited a minute before he decided to do what he's doing. And I actually appreciate that. I think it's a smart move to kind of wait till you know what the fuck you're doing a little bit before you dive in the deep end. Learn how to swim, right? So it's interesting, all these different age groups. As you get older, you start to see all this crap. And yeah, I'm getting there. I don't like to say I'm old, but my body has let me know, I got bad hips, I got bad hands. I can't really play guitar very well. I can't do shit anymore. But we'll see after June what happens.
What are you gonna do if you get down there and they like tell you gotta climb in a pool with these cocoons?
Got a what?
Did you ever see that movie Cocoon? Can you not hear me?
I can. It's just I'm deaf. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The movie Cocoon, where they like climb in the water with the alien cocoons, and they were like made them young or whatever. You know the movie?
I do that.
He's like, "Yep, I'd jump in."
Do whatever it takes, man. I mean, they put you in an oxygen pressure chamber, I think, in between treatments. For the spine, you're completely out. They take you out for the spine, and then the rest of it, you're gonna have to deal with the pain of being stabbed. But I don't know. Most of these people that go there are athletes. I don't see a lot of guys cringing too bad. Like, dude, I've taken a bigger hit than this. So go ahead.
So you're getting all the major stuff done. Is that everything? Is that everything? If there's a little bit left in the jar there, you're gonna be like, hit the big guy.
Well, if I hit everything else,
maybe nothing again. Go ahead and give him a shot.
if everything else is getting hit in that area, which I'm doing both hips and my L5, I'm thinking he might wake up a little bit. I don't know. Actually, I'll be honest, even at my age, I especially in the morning, I have trouble. I wouldn't be turning over, if you stay healthy, you can maintain your virility. You know, I test my testosterone levels my whole life. I've been into training. I just can't train anymore because my fucking neck, man. I can't do bench. I can't do anything overhead. It's just no, right? And I'm not sure I'm going to go back to doing that either. It's just like get rid of the pain and let's see, let's take it slow. 10 pounds. Okay. Just take it easy and see what happens. It's great that the technology is out there, and that you can get her done. And I'm very excited. Just like, but you're right, Eagle. I am pumped. I have more because I'm excited. I have a direction. Every time I have a goal or a direction, I get pretty worked up about shit. You know what I mean? Put your goal down, put your plans and how to get there. And it's interesting what happens on the way. And then make your next set of goals or whatever. So.
I gotta go let my dogs in. I just remember I'm a terrible dog dad right now.
Dude, what happened? Did you get punched in the eye? What happened, buddy? You okay?
It's just from digging at it all day, man. I've had my contacts in. I had shit in my contacts. I didn't take time out to fucking clean them. I just
Remember this? Right, okay. It's covered. Man.
Yeah, no, I learned that one with this. That's a reminder. I'll be right
back. Cheers, chat. I see Maine 420. What's up, buddy?
That's awesome you said that because I was hoping the first guest jumped in and said, "What's with the black eye?"
I just noticed it when it kind of like there. I was like, "Fuck, dude." I go, Smiley, you've been throwing punches? What the fuck?
Right. So I was asking, you really you gonna tell us what really happened, or are you gonna try to sell that whole "I was rubbing my eye" story all day? Apparently, he's sticking with the rubbing my eye story.
Sticking with it, yeah.
It's got to be a cooler story than that to it, right? Like,
well, you could definitely make one up, that's for sure. Well, let's see. I was at the market and some guy crashed into me with his chopping cart. And I had to slap the piss out of him, and he was an ex-fighter. And just kidding. Right. See, I gotta realize this is all recorded and shit. Somebody will come in like a year from now and they'll see that one clip and they'll be like, "What the fuck? What happened?" You have to be careful what you say live. I've noticed in the last 6 years of doing this crap.
Ned, Rascalberry sounds badass. The Rascal, the Spartacus. That sounds real badass.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it. I looked too. I got more seats. I was kind of wondering if I did because I only did 3. 1 didn't make it. 2 did. 1's a male. I'm keeping, and we'll see what the female does. Ned Denver's in the chat room. What's up, brother Ned? He got one of my care packages today, so he was the #1 winner of the overall giveaway for the 420 because Ned's always solid, always in chat. He's always positive, doesn't take a side. I mean, he's always Mr. Ned. And I appreciate you, brother. So I hope you enjoy that package. Thank you. And everybody else, they're coming. Don't worry. I didn't email each and every one of you because there's just too many. But it's my mail lady confirmed. Don't worry, it'll get there. So.
That's cool though. I think everybody's gonna be happy with them platinum assets. I have them.
He goes, "I'm about to spark up the platinum asset." Nice shit. Why don't you come up here and tell us how it is? Anyway, it's cool. Thank you.
Oh, he's about to smoke it, Ned? Damn.
Yeah, I sent him a sample of that and the biggest berry. The biggest berry is fucking awesome too, man. I'm hard to. Who was it? I did watch that. Mick, right? M-I-K. Or Mick. Anyway, yeah, he grew out the Blue Mile. And thank you.
Mike B.
Mike. Okay, Mike B. Thank you for doing that, Mike B. And that's a strain that's gone. running that anymore. It wasn't very stable, but I'm glad he got some nice nuggets out of it. The blue diesel was the one I was trying to make to cooperate with me in my garden because it was so stringy, and I don't have a scrog, right? I don't do that. And so I kept crossing it with everything. And I crossed it with the 8 Mile, and that's where I got the Blue Mile. But it had a herm tendency. It had gushing hormones, and it was pretty hard to control. And so I kind of said, nah, we'll get rid of that one. The Bingus Mile, however, I still got some exploring to do there. She's been on the back shelf for a minute, and I just need to get it back in action. Too much fun needs to happen and not enough room, man. That's why
That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one for the pollen of that raspberry Spartacus male.
I think so. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm thinking I need to do something with the Bingus Mile. I've seen this and the structure of it. I'll make a video of it. It's beautiful. It has that right texture. You know, I think I talked about it the other night, how that crispiness to the density of what do they call that? The leaf tension or something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's got it. And see, that male leans more towards Spartacus. The female leans more towards Rascal. So I want to see a female that leans more towards Spartacus and a male that leans more towards Rascal. And I'd like to go in both directions. That's what I'm noticing here also with the Bingus berry. I'd like to go lean one way to the mother and the other way to the father and see who finishes as the winner, you know, or the overall best. You do that, Smiley?
Not typically, but we did do that similar in the DOA project. So.
That's right. That's right. That turned out pretty good.
Yeah. We still got to hunt the male and female of the next gen and bring it back together.
It's so much fun. I need more room.
Get a cubit.
I wish I had your farm or barn or whatever. What was that? A barn? That would look like it was like a milking facility or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best setup at all.
He had the room to play, you know.
It was the opportunity I had. Made the best of it. What do you do?
Why
You know
not?
how that is. I mean, you get it. You're old enough now to realize too. You get different gigs all your life. Like it's like you make the best of it while you got it, and something happens, you move on to the next gig, and
The novelties of life is what creates the chaos to give us the choice to either be positive or negative within it. Right? Novelties. There's a guy, Cliff High, I listen to quite frequently. He calls it the materium, the 3D world, the material world. And it's all built on the essence of novelty, you know, where you it creates chaos, and you get to choose when you're in the face of chaos what you do. But if you understand that concept, since I understand that concept, it's almost like you can predict the novelties coming. It's like, oh shit, here we go again. Like cheese is falling off the cracker again. Oh fuck this. But at least you're a little bit more prepared and easier to stay in balance. If you don't understand that concept, it just hits you and you go, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? Right? It's, for me, more of a negative gravitation matter. I think it's kind of novel approach, so I'm taking it. Yeah.
So are you gonna have to shut down the garden during your trip there?
I got 6 plants in there now that were, first of all, I had a bug issue. I didn't realize, and I cleared everything out. And and then it held my veg up while I rearranged everything in my bud chamber, cleaned it all, put new plastic, and did all the things I wanted to do. And the plants in the veg just, so I got like 8 plants over there that are like 7 feet tall, and they're looking beautiful. And in 60 days they'll be gone, and they'll be harvested, and I'll be hanging them up. And my boy's going to take care of my veg area, which I've kind of depleted down and made it more manageable. But when I get home, I want to talk to my intake guy. He's got he wants to talk to me, actually. He's been in my live streams, and his family was from Colombia. Lives in Arizona, and he goes, we need to talk off the phone together. So he's going to be down there at the same time I am in Colombia, and hopefully he'll kind of show me around. But his family has a cannabis story that he wants to tell me. And then he kind of whispered, I have a recreational license. I went, oh, okay, let's talk. So I'm kind of excited about that. If he's watching, I'm pretty sure this is okay to say. Everything they do is really above board. Very professional outfit. That Bio Accelerator, it's called Bio Accelerator. If anybody's interested, tell them Binga sent you, whatever. I doubt it, but it's exciting for me. I'm like a little kid with a new toy that I haven't gotten yet.
It's exciting for all of us, right?
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I took a dive for a bit. There's a lot of things going on personally in my life that I had to figure out and sort out. Got a grandson coming. I wanted to shift my energy there quite a bit. And got a shower I got to go to. What do you buy for a shower? I don't know. Bar of soap, you know. So I think money is what I'm here. What you're get what you want.
Diapers.
You ever been to a baby shower? I don't.
Diapers, first these things, whatever they may need, help get them started usually.
Diapers, yeah. ABCs. Yeah.
You got to get him the matching outfit to something that you wear.
That's a must. That's a must, Vegas. That is a must as a grandfather. I couldn't have been any prouder when I seen that there's a picture of me and little man both in button ups, almost matching colors. I was like,
that would be cool. I'm kind of easing into the idea, and I'm nervous. I'll be honest. It's been a long time since I've dealt with little kids, little babies. And you never know what's going to happen nowadays. I know I'm going to be there, or my son, I know he'll be there guarding any types of needles that they're going to try to stick into him. He's already told me that. He's 6'4" and 215 solid, so I don't think there's going to be a problem there, hopefully. But
bet you couldn't score some of that family fucking stem cells. Be like, hey,
well, they're
should work for me, right?
my two oldest boys are I guess you could say hybrids. All right, their mother was from Japanese, and her grandmother was from a samurai line of genetics, and their family didn't really like me because I was not of Japanese heritage. So they really focused on pureness of the strain, right? So my boys were hybrids, quite vigorous, by the way, and very strong. And just see, if a plant that's a hybrid had a personality, it might be a little bit more difficult to manage, but it doesn't. Whereas humans do. And they're both doing really good now, but man, going through high school, fuck. They were both superior athletes and just popular. And we had parties at our house all the time. I became the parent that the kids all liked, but the parents hated, you know. And it's like, dude, if I told one guy, this lady, she called up complaining, my son's not allowed to come over to your house anymore. I'm like, all right, just don't be coming around in my backyard sneaking and looking in my windows again, because you might get shot. All right. She didn't like that. But I forget where I was going with this. I had a bad reputation, basically, you know. And but a lot of those kids now were saved several times. They got saved from, because I would go to the parties, right? I'd go with them. My rule in my house was, look, you have to have a 3.0 or higher, or you don't have any freedom. And my oldest son, he challenged me the first time, and he had to stay home for like 3 months. And they were always on honor roll. But then I had to pay up. I had to let them do whatever they wanted to, give them their freedom. And so, fuck, man, it'd be Keggers and what's up, Stony? Be
Hey.
Keggers that I had to go to and make sure that we had an exit. Look, I'm going to page you guys at midnight because that's when they're coming to bust up this little illegal gathering. And
Had to go to.
you had to you had to get the exit route planned, and let's hit it. And that saved our house several times, actually, except for once, but I got out.
So were you like there playing wingman for him too? Like,
I was just making sure she wouldn't go wrong. I broke up many fights. I drank a lot of beer. And I would hang out and be cool with them. All right. But it was more in a guardian sense. One of the parents, she actually thanked me for being there. I know he's doing this, thanks for being there. I know at least he's safe now. Like so yeah, but most of the parents, they thought I was a bad person. What's up, Stone? Yeah.
Not much. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
No wonder I was fucking muted. I've said hello like 3 times. What's up, man?
I heard you telepathically. You didn't hear me say hello back?
I'm a little cloudy today. No.
Yeah, I know how you feel, believe me. I've been carting my 10-year-old around. She was in some big play thing, had to miss school, 2 shows a day, every day. I was like, dude, this is some serious shit. Plus, it doesn't help I live an hour away. So now I'm traveling an hour there, then an hour back to sleep. She naps for a couple hours and then back to the show and going to bed at midnight, getting up at 5:30, 6 in the morning. It's crazy. My daughter is just like, I saw her today. She's just
Kind of like you on a Sunday, huh? That's cool.
like me every day, man. I'm almost 55. What, next week? Next Tuesday.
Good for you, bud. You're still in the gym, though. That's good.
Yeah, well, I started that back up again, man. I was
Slipping?
on and off again. And then this guy, he's doing it, and then there's a couple other people too that I know they're doing it too. All of a sudden it's like, you know what, dummy, I need to be doing this. This is like, what am I doing? So yeah, I went and joined the gym over here, and yeah, I'm sore as fuck right now.
Good. Good.
But it's a good sore. I actually enjoy it.
I don't look at it as a soreness as much as a tightness. I like the tightness.
Yeah, the tight, right. But I mean, right now, it's still, I'm just starting out again. So right now I'm tender, like you touch it, but like in another week, I'll get like what you're saying, that it'll be like that. You could feel like the actual fibers and all your muscles and shit. It's kind of weird. And everything's super tight.
I kind of
It's a
miss
good
it.
feeling, man.
Yeah, I kind of miss it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't
You don't
know.
feel like you're falling apart and shit. Like I'm constantly looking behind me to see if something fell off, you know. Oh shit, there's a toe.
Yeah,
I'm serious. It's starting to get that way. So yeah, I had to do something. So back to the gym we go. Changing eating and everything else too. So
well, by the time you get to be in your 60s, they'll probably have that stem cells down to a pill. So
I'm dude.
Hey.
That's why I saw you on here, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get on and ask them about this because I caught you the other day on your live for a minute, but I know you get going in one direction and you read it something in chat, and then you
It's-
know.
on my phone, I'm terrible. I'm not very honest.
I don't blame you. I do the same thing.
When I can get to my computer, I'm halfway savvy. But yeah,
It's
I
easy
need
to get off
I need a new phone. What's the latest one?
track. I have no idea. I could ask my daughters though. They're up to date on all the new electronics.
This ain't bad boy right here, the Samsung 23. And the fucking camera, it's got an 8K camera on it that I don't even like to put on myself.
Shows all the wrinkles, huh? So yeah, so if I get a better camera, you guys are gonna
You
realize
ain't hiding shit in the 8K, I can tell you that.
that's my secret.
All amount of cover up, mascara is gonna cover it. Is gonna work. Right? It's over.
Yeah, they're pretty vivid. I tell you.
Yeah. Shredder goes, we want the biggest package. Yeah, when you show up, just say, give me the works, basically.
It works. Hey, I was gonna ask you, where are you staying at in Columbia? Because Larry and I and Bobby have a friend who actually lives out there. He's Colombian and he's got a restaurant where he's a chef there, and he smokes and he's into kick-ass music.
Well, that sounds like kind of checks all the major boxes there, bro. They actually have
Supposedly,
a oh,
we're supposed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we're both you got the floor.
I was gonna say we were actually supposed to go down. I don't know if we are or not. But the band, they wanted us to come down there. Apparently, like that kind of music is big down there.
Dude, we'll get down there on June 18th. There's a facility that has a motel, or it's more of a like a holiday, not a Holiday Inn, but it's a high quality
5-star. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's
Motel?
like a
Yes.
yeah. But if you go there for procedures, but yet you're like feel like you're on vacation.
They have
Yeah.
a whole complex of things to do, places to eat that are all designed to be healthy, to help get you into the mood of this is the new way you need to eat in order to sustain your stem cells. Then they have classes that you go to for one of the first things you do is you get an education on how to, nutritionally feed your body properly so that you won't have to keep coming back. Like, what's his name? Liddell. This is his third stint, right? He's getting a discount because he's advertising for him. I'm pretty sure he must be getting a discount because he's down. But
What city? What
Hmm?
city are you going to be in?
How do you say it? Medellin or
Oh yeah, okay. Actually, I think that's where he's at.
well, dude,
I'll find out when you're. I'll get a hold of him.
I'll have my phone with me, so I'll probably go live during a
I
tour.
mean, he lived here he went to high school here, college. He got married here and then moved back to Columbia, back home, and became a chef. Well, he was a chef here, and then he's like,
I'll put a camera on the needle. All right, it's going in. I'm not watching, I'm not looking, but you guys are,
that needle's probably like 3 feet long too, man.
Don't scare me already. Fuck.
Would you watch it even after the fact?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, when you bring that up, one thing I'm glad I didn't watch and I just dove in and got it done was my open heart surgery. To You watch a video like that, you do.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down for stitching my chin up and fingers. I've done that shit before. I don't care about all that. Like, my arm was blowing off would probably be not, but yeah, once you get into this part, even when my whole head was like split off, and that was a little weird to see, you know,
Yeah.
because just the way the skin folds, you know, like by your ear, it just like fell over, you know, and it's just like, dude, you could like peel that whole shit right off. That was eerie.
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen for you.
I
No,
tried to watch a bilateral hernia surgery. They wouldn't. They ended up having to have like a nurse come in and like talk to me the whole time and like fucking hold my hand and like pretty much like caress my head to fucking keep me fucking from like, because I was literally trying, because I was conscious, but they had a curtain right here in front of me. So I couldn't see what was going on when they had me all opened up. And I kept trying to pull down the curtain to see. They're like, no, no, you don't want to see that shit, man. But
yeah,
yeah, they ended up having somebody come in the room just to calm me through the procedure because I was trying to look.
yeah. It was like when we were having our kids, she had C-sections with both of them, you know. So the first one, it was like, can you see? Because you know, I'm behind that curtain with her, you know, and I'm like, I don't know, should I take a look? I guess. And I took a peek, and I was like, why the fuck did I do that, man? Because they just take everything out, dude. Like, oh, there's your stomach and your intestines and shit. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, what the fuck? Like that, yeah. Second one, I was like, yeah, I'm not. Fuck yeah. Does everything look good? Oh, yeah. I didn't even fucking. Looks great.
Breathe, breathe. Get it out.
Yeah, just concentrate on breathing. Don't worry. Everything's fine. Yeah, that's some nasty shit.
That's when you realize women are pretty freaking tough, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can handle that one. Although I went through heart surgeries.
Hmm.
I'm getting splitting open one end or the other.
Yeah. I've seen that too, and that was pretty amazing. I was like, okay. I don't know how that happened, how that thing came out of there, but it did. And now I'm worried for my future.
Yeah, I can handle pain. I just don't want to watch it, you know.
Well, when it's happening to you, like, is that how it is for you? Like, if it's happening to you, it's like, okay,
I can
yeah,
do it.
that's my leg they're hacking off. I'm dealing with it. It's cool. But yeah, to watch someone else go, yeah, I feel your pain. Yeah.
I
I
learned
know.
how to kind of detach myself from my body when I have pain early on as a kid. And it's pretty easy for me to do now. But it's the damage, it's the aftermath, right? Like when I broke my neck playing football, I didn't even know I broke my neck. It just hurt. And I went right back in and kept playing. It swole up and I, had to go to the doctor, put a heat lamp on it. I'm like, really? No x-rays, nothing. Right. This is back in 71. I'm like, wow. At the time, I don't know how, right? So it heals wrong. By the time I'm 28, I have a bone spur crushing my spinal cord by 30 or 75%. They're telling me if you get hit in the head wrong, you're going to be a paraplegic. Next thing I know, I'm in surgery. They go in and get rid of that. I feel like a new man. I'm like 28 years old. I start training heavy and shit, blow out my other discs and 2 more surgeries. Just stupid shit, man. We need to learn early on how to not do this stupid stuff. I'm not sure how we're going to accomplish that at the rate we're going, at the rate humanity is going right now.
I destroyed my body.
Animals?
I destroyed myself at work. I busted ass, man.
Not good.
I was a worker. I was the gung ho dude, you know. Like, fuck you, I'll bury all you, I'm gonna do twice as much as you. I was that guy running around just
Armful of 2x4s more than
oh
anybody
yeah,
else can carry and shit.
yeah. Everyone's taking 2 things of pipe. I'm taking 4. 1, 2 loads on each thing. Just stupid shit, And I paid the price, man. Now I'm paying the price. And now the companies, they're like, fuck you, so there ain't no light duty work here. You're gonna have to, it's like, wait a minute.
You ever tie iron? That was probably the toughest thing I ever did.
No, but I've worked with all those guys on the decks, yeah, when they're slamming their fucking rebar down on top of my pipes, because we got to run our pipes inside the concrete. And then, so they run their bottom load, and then we get on top of their bottom load, and then they just come in and bam, right on top of us with their top load of steel. And yeah,
It's hard work.
fucking me, dude. You're on your hands and knees all day long.
Yeah,
You're up and down, just constant up and down, and then you're walking over rebar that's, 12 inches, 14 inches high.
yeah, you can
So
get in.
it's like a web.
I didn't last too long there. Those guys were tough.
Iron workers, yeah, they're nuts, dude. You got to be. The 70-story building I did, they had an automatic window washing system. There's like train tracks on the roof that go around, and this thing comes out of its little house,
Cool.
little track, and then drops off the side. Well, when they were doing the install, they had some I-beam on the quarter, so they had a parapet wall that was like 3 feet high, like a knee wall, whatever you want to call it. It was about 5 feet high. It was about up or 4. It was up to my chest. Anyways, they had like this small I-beam, like anchored down onto the corner of the building, jutting out. So I don't know if it had a hoist on it of some sort, but anyways, this thing's out there, and I'm up on the roof running ground cables for the lightning. All right, I'm hooking up all the big grounds, and these 2 iron workers fucking come up there while I'm up there. And this guy jumps up on the parapet wall. Now he's just standing on top of this wall, walks out onto the fucking beam, turns around. His partner throws him a rope. He sashes the rope around and walks back in. No safety harness, no nothing. 71 stories, because we're on top of the building, right? So that's 278 feet, I believe, or something like that.
Jeez.
Or 726 feet or something. Something fucking, dude.
Don't look down stuff.
I saw that, and that was like that fucking, the hairs were just, I grew hair that day. I'd actually go get a haircut, man. I saw that, and I was like, I just told the dude, I said, you ever do that in front of me again, dude, I'm going to push you off. Fuck it. I don't want, but that's how nuts they are. They're just that fucking crazy.
Yeah, time to jump out though, man. It's good hanging out. Always good to see you guys.
All right, Smile.
Here's Smiley.
Thank you for popping in, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I hope we didn't offend Smiley somehow.
No.
Probably talking too much.
It's all good. I kind of miss hanging with you guys, I'll be honest. Thanks for going early, Eagle.
Yeah, this is a nice surprise, man.
Days and Thursdays, 9 o'clock.
Denver, loved the platinum asset, was like a nice sweet funk, gave me a super relaxing stone. Good. Thank you, Ned. Appreciate that, buddy. Nice review there. Hope you all have a great start to the week. Peace and love always, says Smiley's Garden.
Cheers, Smiley.
Great to see you, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen Smiley. I haven't really seen you, Bingus.
Yeah.
Blind Cat, he texted me not too long ago, or actually called me, and then I just, with the kids, man, now they're at this age where they're doing shit, and we got plays and volleyball games, and this guy's got Girl Scouts, and that one's got Girl Scouts on a different day, and oh man, I'm like a Uber driver now.
Rick, that's not necessary, buddy, but thank you. Rick Cole in the chat room. Rick Cole has a very quality oriented graphic design and shirt, and I'm not sure exactly what he calls it, merchandise company. I don't know if you guys know that, but I think if you ever need any of that stuff, that's the guy to contact. He's in our chat room right now. Rick Cole. Good to
Is
see
he
you.
on Instagram?
Great dude.
It's on IG. Yeah, too. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
No, you just have him post up or something. I'll follow him. I'll definitely. I need some stuff actually for real soon.
All right. Well, it's Rick Cole on IG, right, Rick?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rick Cole. All
Yeah.
right. That's easy enough.
COLE. Or get a hold of Stony, Rick, if you want to create some activity.
Mm.
But it's nice to see things are going well here. And you're going at different hours. So you're just picking different random times to go live. Is that your?
No. Fucking I was fucking gonna I was going to do the 11 o'clocks just because it was an earlier time slot, right? And fucking then the EO quit doing their show, Embracing Organics, which has been a staple for a very long time. I got a lot of respect for them guys. They're like one of the first like quality, like you're gonna actually learn something panel shows and shit. And what I know about the community is they love they love tradition, man. You know what I mean? It's like your your favorite shows, man. But like from the time you're a kid, where were you? Fucking Dave Simpson was on, Seinfeld, shit like that. You know what I mean? That was your show. That was your fucking routine and shit. So people fall into a routine, and myself included. So I seen that they went down, and I was kind of feeling the void, and I'd seen the void coming, you know. So I decided to, and I felt a little, it's unfair that the show is so late, you know what I mean? And there's so many cool people that are up a little bit earlier. So I thought, what the heck? I'm going to fill that void.
Good.
And then I started to like it, and I threw it out there to chat. If there's a second day, what would second day? If you would like, see multiple days, what would that be? So far, yeah, they said Monday. The other possibility would be Saturday. I was kind of dipping a little bit early on Saturdays, but that's a 50-50 thing. But yeah, Mondays and Thursdays for sure, 9 o'clock. I'm trying to get back to the consistency. And that's what I was talking, that in the secondary note on myself, I think that was what, a lot of people came to like about what I was doing was that consistency. And then, unfortunately through life's trials and tribulations, and inconsistency got a little interrupted. But I've missed the inconsistency, and I'd like to, get back to being consistent again. And so I've been trying to make more of an effort of, showing up every day, trying to keep to somewhat of a time schedule. But even that's like, but I pride myself at least on the Weed Nerd World. See, if it's scheduled in the show, I'm mad at my word. But when it comes down to like no guests, I'm like, and wasn't planned. Wasn't planned. So fucking whenever, you know what I mean? But the Weed Nerd Worlds have always been something special to me, and there always has been one day of the week. It used to be Mondays, 11 o'clock. Weed Nerd World, but those days I've always considered to be your guys' days. So I'm not I'm always man of my word. I'm showing up for them days. I'm not letting you down. You know what I mean? I don't like to let people down. You know what I mean? So we near worlds ain't about me, and that's so. I try to at least show up and open the door up punctually on those days. Anyway.
Consistency and persistency. There you go. Yeah, good. Glad.
You gonna do a Memorial Day show again this year?
That depends. Probably.
That was fun last year, man.
Yeah,
Do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be hopefully
I know
back.
we do our thing every year, no matter what. We're going to be playing. So
Yeah, I'd like to be a part of that for sure. Yeah.
Just hoping we get some good weather this year. Last year it was hot. The year before that was fucking cold. So let's see.
Reading chat and listening to you. They're asking why Shredder doesn't have a wrench. He's been around since the beginning. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Hey, he took my wrench. What the fuck?
No, he didn't. Say something in chat. I didn't take it, but you definitely have a wrench.
Shredder's got
Here's the nice thing about having a wrench is you can go into the chat, hit the three dots, and go to the other person's channel like that. That's kind of nice. That's what I like about it. Instead of
I
having
always do that when I see a knucklehead in chat. I'm like, okay, go to your channel, see what you're about when you created this account. That's last night. I seen some bullshit in chat. Last night I had like a weird vibe in chat. They were like angry a little bit. And so I seen a couple of fuckheads in chat, and I can say that because they were being fuckheads in chat. And so I'm like, go to channel. Oh, you created your chat, you created your fucking account today. Block. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Did you have a guest on last? Because I came on like at the very, very end. So I don't know what
last night.
No.
No.
Yeah,
See, celestial phenomenon, I will consider it, but I will not give in to demands.
I refuse to be held hostage.
Uh,
Okay, there. Wow, I gotta get this situated. There we are. It's hard to, yeah. Cheers, chat. By the way, I have not really, I just brought the chat up. Trying to get more involved here. Thank you for being here, all that good stuff. Wow.
Are you working out now, Bingus, or no? You still got to
I just walk. I walk. That's all I do. I call it the walk to nowhere. And I do it every day. And I do squats. I do 50 squats a day. And that's about all I can handle. I used to do a whole, everything. No. This hand, it's better since I'm using DMSO, but I couldn't even make a fist with my left hand for several months. And I was in so much pain. That's kind of why I just dove out. I was in a lot of pain. I had a lot of shit going on in my life. And then I started meditating and everything changed. So it's interesting how something like that comes along, a technique that I used early on in my life to help myself. And I just suddenly forgot about it through all the grit and grim of all my catastrophes, right? And it just aligns your body in a peaceful way. And that's probably the biggest benefit I've had for me. So if I can get stem cell surgery, start eating right, and meditate, I think I'm going to be a happy camper.
Yeah, that meditation shit, there's a lot to be said for it. It doesn't seem like it, especially when you first start trying to do it. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, I haven't done it in a long time. I need to start doing that too. But I'm doing one thing at a time here. I'm just kind of like getting myself rolling back into it. I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, I'm working out, meditating. I'm going to do my 20 minutes of gratefulness and, you know, all this other shit.
Change
you know?
everything at once.
Yeah, quit smoking. I'm going to change all my fucking diet tomorrow. I'm just drinking water, nothing else. And yeah, no. Because that's the instant failure, dude. That's like building yourself some wings and jumping off a cliff.
Yeah,
Nah.
takes time.
One thing at a time. I get my routine going at the gym, and you know, once you start working out, your eating starts seeming to fall into place. At least for me, it does. I just start craving better foods. Like my body sees like a cheeseburger and is like, yeah, that chicken breast over there looks better. That hunk of salmon.
I hear you. I hear you.
Extra buck and forget the fries and go get the salmon and just eat that.
Between the kombucha and the fucking working out, I think my fucking metabolism is like 30 again. If
How
not
is
that?
better. I'm literally like right now I am down to I'm fucking 168 solid 168.
Nice.
And I fucking eat and eat and eat, and I can't fucking gain a pound. Like some days I go in and I might at best be 2 pounds over. I might be tipping the scale at fucking 170. But by the time I fucking leave, I get off the treadmill and shit, I'm like right back to where I started again. I'm like, where the fuck does this shit go? How come I'm not like fucking putting on some weight, man? But
what kind of what are you doing routine wise? Are you lifting weights or
yeah,
cardio?
lifting and I'm running. Like I'm running 5 miles in the fucking on the treadmill because it only limits me to 45 minutes. I'm actually started thinking about fucking like running 45 minutes, taking 5 minutes and getting back on and try to do that second 5 because I want to do a race in August. And that you can do a half that's 5, or you can do the fucking whole race it's 10. And I was thinking, you know, I thought the whole thing was only 5 miles. And then I got on the website and I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. You know, and I'm putting a pretty good effort into this. And I got like that's where like the I don't like the competitive side in me. You know what I mean? I don't even like to try to open that door because fucking I can be a competitive asshole when it comes down to like, oh, you want to play, huh? You know what I mean? We'll shake hands when this is over, hopefully.
Oh, I will be, but you might not want to shake my hand. That's how I usually
You can get up.
So I got thinking about that shit, and I looked at it and like, do I want to win a half a race? Is that what I'm doing with my life? I'm winning half a races now. You know what I mean? No,
you know,
I gotta go for the whole thing.
You're
So
going for it, eh?
I'm gonna try it for the. I guess still got 5
Why
months, and
stop there and just go right to the triathlon, man?
wait, one step at a time, man. Fucking, it's Vegas was talking about fucking, you know, just the walk to nowhere. You ain't seen fucking the walk to nowhere until you've been on that treadmill for 45 minutes staring at yourself in the glass.
Dude,
What the fuck am I doing? What in the fuck am I doing?
I'll be honest with you, man. I can't. With those treads, so like even this morning, that's usually I'll get on the treadmill and I'll start it out and I'll get up to like 3.5, 4 miles an hour. And I'll incline that fucker as high as it'll go, and I'll do it for 5 minutes just to get my blood going, and then I do my workout. But my workout, I do a high intensity, 1 set to failure, and then and I mean it's 20 fucking minutes. I'm in and out. But when I walk out of there, dude, I'm soaked in sweat because I get my cardio and everything, and that's why I started doing that routine because I get everything. I couldn't get my heart rate, even if I was running. I don't think I would get my heart rate that high from doing that circuit training, you know, because there's no rest. Like you go to failure with leg presses onto the back and, you know, until you can't fucking do one more, you know. And I mean, even this morning, man, I was like, my knees still, today, my legs are still fucking quivering and shit.
I've done that.
But I
used to-
just can't. I tried the treadmill shit. I tried run. I'm not good with running. My knees are fucked up. So, I could do sprints, but like long distance, forget it. I'm toast.
yeah, I'm not much of a runner anymore. I learned that when I tried to run across the street the other day. I went, "Oh shit, you haven't done this in a while. Hope you make it." Like,
Well, having kids have kept me in shape with the sprint, from 0 to 60, I'm good for like that and for like maybe 50 feet. And then after that, forget. Then it's like, oh shit, damn fucking knee, ankle.
that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I beat the shit out of myself, man. What can you do?
Yeah. Try to maintain. That's all we can do. This way-
Bingus, what do you know about like creatine? Because I was just reading up on some of this new studies, and especially for older dudes like us,
it's hard on
very
the,
beneficial.
yeah, it's a little bit hard on the heart, I've heard, but other than that, my son did it for a while. He got huge, so it works. My oldest boy trains heavy. I mean, he still trains at 44. He was deadlifting over 500 pounds the other day. I was like, fuck, what the hell? I mean, it's
I
just
just felt my spleen shoot out my ass right there when you said that.
500 pounds. He's showing me on tape doing it. And he sent me a tape. Look at this, Dad. See, he goes, see what you got started. We used to have a weight bench in my living room, and I would always. And one day he came. He wouldn't train with me as a kid. He was, I don't know, he was a young teenager, probably 13. And he went to play basketball with the high school guys, and he got his ass handed to him. And he came home and he goes, "Show me how to do this." I'm lifting weights, and dude, it was nonstop. I'd get up in the morning to the sound of clang, 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 and
Yeah,
he went nuts on it. And
you got him hooked.
it just,
Does he smoke too? I love getting high going to the gym now more than ever. I'm like, dude, I could lock in. Like, it's great. Like every movement, I feel like
he smokes, but he doesn't. It's not a regular thing for him. He's more of a not do anything right now. My middle son, he's the natural. He's the samurai. I call him. He got the samurai gene because he would watch my oldest boy and I work out, and he goes, "Well, how much you got on there?" 255. Okay. He'd sit down. Let me know when you get to 300, and he'd walk away. I'm like, and we'd look at each other and just go, "What the fuck, man?" Kid never had to train, had natural strength. It's just,
yeah.
And the least guy that wanted to pursue athletics, he wasn't even interested. Like, why? I mean,
Right.
Anyway, hybrids.
He sounds like there's a guy on YouTube. I think he's like Russian or something like that, but he's not like a huge dude. I mean, yeah, he's ripped up. He's got muscles and shit, abs like crazy. He fucking shred cheese on him, but he's not big, He's kind of a smaller dude, and so he dresses up like he's like a janitor, and he walks around the gym. He's pretending to be dusting and shit, and he gets up by these guys that are deadlifting, like 400 or 500 pounds and shit, big monster dudes, and he's like dusting around, mopping the floor around him, and the guys are like looking like, what the fuck, He's like, oh, do you mind I do this real quick? And they're like, yeah, go ahead, man, I guess, whatever. And they just stand back there like, and so he's going around the barbell, and he's just like, and he throws the mop down, he picks the barbell up, and he fucking walks with it and drops it. And then the guy's like, and he fucking mops it up, throws the mop down, goes back, grabs it, walks it back, looks at the guy. Hey, where do you want, here or over here? No, over here. And he's walking around with this thing. And the guy was like, and the guy's just like, jaws hitting the floor. Like, I can't believe this guy's doing this shit. He's picking up my weight like it's nothing, walking around with it.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
Good one. And the what's that movie? I don't know. I can't think of it. Fragile. Remember that movie, Fragile? Where
Sounds
Kazoo. Anyway,
Kazoo.
What's up, Kazoo?
What's up?
kind of like
What's going on,
that.
guys?
I got a big old dog.
Wasn't talking to you.
Jeez.
What's going on, fellas? Good to see you.
That dog's head's bigger than yours, man.
Oh
It
shit. It's huge. Is that a Great Dane?
Smoking on your
Yeah.
on the mango or on the Citral Smiles, bro.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, on the last of it.
Nice. You did a great job with that, man. That thing looked killer.
Dude, it's so awesome. Everybody loves this shit. Every person that I just gave this guy, I met this guy, it's a pretty funny story, real quick. Another electrician friend of mine who lives like an hour east. He's like, hey, I got this carpenter over here. He needs some electrical work done in his basement, but he lives out by you, you know, you want to go do it. I'm like, yeah, all right. So I go to the guy's house yesterday and I walk in his basement. He's got like a grid ceiling up with no ceiling tire. And there's wires and shit hanging. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm looking around. I'm like, so this is what you're doing here? And he's like, oh, no, not over there in this room here. And I'm like, all right. And I go in the other room. AC Infinity tents going, you know, his wife's got her garden shit going, so he's got some lights outside the tent with a bunch of little cups and carrots and whatnot. And you know, I need some more power over here, man. I already got the. And I'm like, dude, you're a grower too. He's like, yeah. He goes, didn't John tell you? I'm like, no. So I'm like, well, you know what? I go here, and I had some of your mango and shit, so I gave it to him. And I'm like, well, let me know what you think. I'll see you tomorrow. So I went back today, and he's like, I gave him that, and I gave him some platinum garlic. And he's like, dude, that mango, whatever that citral stuff is, he goes, that shit is fire. And I'm like, yeah, it's the Citral Smiles. So yeah, he was into it too because he's growing autos right now.
Oh, okay.
And he actually gave me a bud of Sour Stomper.
Yeah.
Dude, an auto, it's fucking good, man.
Nice.
And it's sneaky as shit too.
You know, the more they do with those autos, the more flavors are coming out of them. You know, that used to be was, you know, not many flavors or terp profiles, but it's definitely spreading.
Good stuff, man. So yeah, you got the fire going, bro.
Hey, that's all you, man. You grew it.
Well, it's the genetics. I didn't do shit. I just put water and some food on it, and it does what it wants.
No, you're a good grower, man. I love watching you work.
Yeah. If you were actually with me every day and saw what I do, you'd be like, this is what you do? And I'd be like, yeah, that's all I do. And you'd be like, what the fuck? That's what most people say when they come over. They're like,
that's what having a good system's all about, though. Like, you got it dialed in, man.
I do have a green thumb. I've been blessed with that. I could honestly take seeds, just throw them on the ground and shit's going to come up. But it's what I do every year. When I've been running this will be F3s, making F3s this year. Nice. I just throw them in the dirt, man, and they come up.
Yeah. It's amazing. You know, I mean, we really baby these plants a lot, but when you watch them just, you know, like in my outdoor garden, I already have volunteers coming up and they made it through the little snow we had. They're just chilling, you know, like they're going to survive. They're survivors. It's fun watching them.
I have a 9-pound hammer male that's been out in my garage now for over a month. And it's not warm, you know, it's same by you, 30 degrees out. I have not even watered this thing, honestly, in 5 days. I should go up there and show you it. I mean, it's still going, like, and it's a monster, and it's only in a 4-gallon pot too.
That was a 9-pound hammer that you just posted in that other tent, wasn't it? That thing was
that's
massive.
that's the sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
You those two together?
Well, I was thinking about doing that, but then I was like, I still got more still got a bunch of 9-pound hammer seeds right now. So
Yeah.
although looking at them though, I'm thinking maybe I could. But yeah, I'm gonna go
At least
water
a
them
little
tonight.
at least hit a little branch with some pollen,
Well, I got some NL5 from Todd McCormick,
Yep.
and yeah, I got all males, so I kept one of them, the best one that I thought was the best one, and I got pollen right now, and I was thinking about doing that tonight.
Dude,
Dust in each branch.
I had a lot of I got those same seeds from Todd, and I had a lot of males too. I ended up just keeping a couple males and hitting them to stuff. That's funny.
Yeah, I planted 3 seeds and I got 3 males.
Sometimes that's what happens.
But it's NL5, and it's supposedly from Neville's stock, right?
Or somebody that was supposed to have the original stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen other people have grown it and it looks good, so
Yeah.
it's got to be legit. We'll certainly
Gentlemen, I'm gonna drop out. Thank you, Eagle, for going early and let me come up here and blab for a few minutes. And Stony, always great to see you. Kazoo,
Love you, bud.
always great to see you, man. And panel, thank you. Chat, thank you. Wherever you are. See you next time.
Thank you for popping in, Vegas.
I think this is the best.
You're a good dude.
I was happy to see him pop on, man. I just looked him up. Like, I feel like sometimes Instagram will shadow ban certain people. Then all of a sudden I'd be like, oh man, I wonder what so-and-so's up to, and like have to search them. And then, for some reason I haven't been seeing their feed, so I did that to Bingus the other day, but now it seems like he's popping back in my life. So it's meant to be. I think me and Bingus might have been on some of the same cosmic working through some shit times,
It's weird how that shit can work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Like the other day we had the update with Mr. 12 and 12. The guy he had with him a lot of stuff that the path he was talking about. And it was weird. So like the hash roller thing that I'd been talking about, he had said he'd been thinking about lately and stuff. And I'm like, it's weird how,
Mm-hmm.
people can have a lot of the same ideas. And it was funny, the more we had talked, the more like kind of similar like stuff. And it's weird how people can walk down and same paths, discover the same things at the same time. I think that shit's like fucking, it's information meant to be, but it's kind of like dealt to a few hands or whatever, you know what I mean? Just in case the one fucks it up or doesn't, put it out there. It's
Right.
like the ether has a backup plan. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Tesla and fucking Einstein there. You know what I mean? The whole quest for electricity, it was bound to fucking happen and shit. So, it wasn't one singular man. Multi people had the same kind of idea at the same time without knowing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is springtime, we're just like the plants. We're starting to feel that sunshine and that fresh air and think about, the garden again and get energized till we get snow again. It's been some
dude. It felt good to be out there for a couple days and then getting snow like that. It's just talk about. Like, was I in Miami yesterday or something? I could have swore.
Oh man!
But I did see a cool picture. There was a dude. He was like out in his backyard, in shorts, t-shirt, sunglasses, drink in his hand, feet up on the table. And the next day, he was same thing. He got outside, but he was in his parka, his boots and shit. There's like an inch or two of snow. It's like, April 18th, April 19th.
Literally the next day.
What up, Major?
See what happened, Stoney? You pulled that auto flower bag out.
I know. I pulled that thing out and he sniffed it.
I heard autos, but I heard Sour Stomper. Fuck yeah, that's the one I decided to get, man, as a Sour Stomper.
Dude, have you grown it?
No, it cost me $120 for the seeds for 7 seeds.
Well, you better
But
grow
I'm
it,
going to
man. Fucking good.
Well, of course I'm going to. I'm going to S1 him too, man. Straight up S1 that shit, just so I can get a good,
Hey, dude,
build up of the
this
fucking seeds.
fire,
7.
man, I would grow this outside. It ain't going in my tent. I'm not doing no autos in my tents. No fucking way.
Yeah, there's
Autos
limits.
from up here are perfect.
You'd
for
probably end
outside.
up killing it with some autos. Like you'd probably love it.
Oh, dude. No, you know what? I'll be honest. I like having control. I really do. Just certain amount. I mean, DWC where you're 100% total control. I mean, it's makes life easier because you could just do things and then make whatever you want happen. But yeah, I don't know, man. Those things just, hey, I'm gonna flower now. I'm like, no, you're too small. What the fuck? I can't. I don't know if I.
They keep growing. Even when they start flowering, they'll start flowering and be tiny, but they'll still grow as they flower too. They're vegging as they grow. Some of them. I mean, the good
What do you
ones.
think? What do you think? Because they like auto when it starts to flower, does it generally triple its size versus a photo is like at least double?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
the good
dude.
the mango smile one I had at least tripled in size. It was the biggest plant I grew out of the ones I had. It was just in an unheated garage. That thing was a beast. But
I
do
grew,
have. I got that
okay.
Citral smile going.
nice.
Dude.
Not the mango smiles. I thought it was mango smiles that you grew, Stoney.
No, man, it's Citral Smiles.
Citral smiles? Oh fuck yeah, I got that one going.
Well, Citral Smiles is what? Mango Smiles crossed to the Citral Glue.
Yeah. Citral glue times the mango smile. Yep.
That's this. This is a side nug.
Damn.
Like
And
this
that
is one
has
of the
that
little,
auto.
this is one of the little ones. It's not a big.
And that's
They've
some of
all-
that auto gene, right? And
They've got auto blood in their veins, Major.
hey, I'll take the chance, man. I'll take the
I'll be
chance.
honest with you, it does have the bud structure and the look of it is very similar to the sour stomper thing, man. I mean, very similar.
The mango
Well, that
smile,
mango smile has the stomper in it, doesn't it?
it's a haze. It's like a haze cross.
Mango haze from Mr. Nice, crossing the sour stomper, I believe, from Mephisto or whatever the fuck that name is.
Wasn't it tooth decay?
Oh yeah. Well, I think Tooth Decay has some sour stomper in it, I believe. I'm not 100%. I looked into the whole lineage of everything, and
I love doing those deep dives. I just wish I need to write it down each time because I always will forget. Oh man, what was that again? And I'll just go back and look it back up.
yeah, it's like looking in the Sunset Sherbet. You're like, holy fuck, how many like gelato? It has the pink panties and Girl Scout cookies, and it's all this intermixed. You're like, holy fuck, this is a clusterfuck.
Well, and then sometimes I'll forget. I'll learn about a strain later, where then I'll go back and relook at the heritage of some of the stuff I already used. Like, oh, that had that in it. Sweet.
Right. That's what I did when I had this NL5. I'm like looking at everything like, is there NL5 already in this shit?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. There's, you know what? There is some NL5 in that mango smile too.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 25% NL5.
So yeah, I was looking up Oreos and jealousy and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, there's no NL5 in there. All right, poof, I'm hitting that.
I got somebody gifted me some of the Northern Lights #2 seeds from Todd, and those are supposed to have some really crazy stuff in them. So I'm gonna have to pop those at some point.
You know, the old school Northern Lights, man, like the real Northern Lights, what I remember, had low smell. It was a little plant, but big chunky nugs. Like people used to grow them in soy fields because they were so small.
Nice.
Right? And they had no real smell to them. So I don't know why the people like attract to that.
Yeah. I've seen them in DWC and they were monsters. it was just one fucking, I mean, the stalk was like that big around, and he fucking stretched. I mean, he probably vegged it forever. But
Mhm.
every fucking cola, it looked like a lot like the mango or the Citral Smiles, where it's just cola, 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 cola. I mean, you just top that thing like 2 times, dude, and it's gonna give you 8 giant fucking colas.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
nuggets that are like about 8 inches, you know, because those colas are like fucking a foot, 15 inches, man. And then all the little ones that you look little next to those are just, they're like, you know, 6-inch nuggets, like main colas on most fucking plants I grow.
Because you going to F2 those mango smiles and citral smiles, all that stuff? You going to work with that again, or?
Yeah, that's definitely in the that's something I'm working on doing, is refocusing, and I'm gonna go back through some of that stuff. Yeah. Because the same breeder that I got some of the other my early stuff from, I got some Cocoa Puffs, which was a really good strain that that me and him have talked about since, and I have a few seeds I made with that. He doesn't have the Cocoa Puffs anymore, so I want to hunt through that, and yeah, I want to hunt through a bunch of that early stuff. It's just so, you know, when you keep making seeds, it's so hard to go back and decide. It's just
Yeah.
Which ones to play with, right? Which ones to improve.
Right. Yeah. There's so many overwhelming choices. It's a great problem to have. You know, my toolbox is full of wonderful choices to make. It's just hard to make those choices. That's why I enjoy sharing them as much as I can, because I know I'll never be able to grow out, you know, everything I've made. So.
Oh, dude,
I got one of your cashew glues going too.
Nice. Yeah, you have to let me know how that goes.
Well, I'll definitely let you know, man. It's still a mystery on exactly what the sex is. It's not showing, but it's still under veg.
Nice.
You know, usually how you get a little pre-flower, it'll show you, you know, but this one straight up just staying in veg, not showing me anything.
It's just
no clues. Yep.
I have a Bruce Banner #3 clone only. That this guy, I know he got the clone, and he had Black Lime Reserve. He had a male and hit that, and dude, it's crazy. That's I had a problem though. I was growing it, and the furnace went out, so now I had to get the furnace replaced. Unfortunately, the tent was right next to the furnace, so I had to take the plant out of the tent. So I had to unscrog it.
Yeah.
It was in a 4x4. All I had available was a 2x4. I had to just jam it in there.
Yeah.
And then these fuckheads, I put this visqueen up, but I think somebody lifted it up and shit and was in there, and light got in there because it threw nanners on me.
Oh man.
So now I got more seeds. So I'm just wondering, though, well, those seeds shouldn't be like a hermaphrodite. I mean, it was a stress-related thing, right?
Yeah, but it's still, I mean, it's still a herm, and it's still herm pollen.
The seeds will be feminized. That's the good thing.
I mean,
unfortunately, there will be a higher tendency of being hermaphrodite, but I think that my boy just ran like 300 of the same shit that happened to him, right? Like the herm seeds, but he kept them and he popped them, and nothing, no herms, no issues at all came in the first generation. And this is the second generation. He picked the best of them and he femmed them. So this generation, he's going to find out, like I told him, like, well, that's probably recessive. So this generation, more will show up.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see if because 0 in that generation, 0 came up the first generation.
I mean, I really honestly don't give a shit if it I mean, I hate to waste time, but for me, I've had true hermaphrodites where in week 3, you know, you're looking at like got little powder puff balls. Oh, this is so cute. And then tomorrow you come in and there's fucking danglers hanging all over it, you know. That's a true hermaphrodite to me, you know. And I've had those twice now, and you know, in a tent with 4 other plants, and then I move it and poof, I see the dust, and I'm like, but if it's a true, see, now this is the difference. So if it's a true hermaphrodite, that pollen's not viable. So, and what has happened, I didn't get any seeds from either time from having those things dust my fucking crop, basically. Didn't get any seeds. Not
Why
one.
say a true hermaphrodite's pollen isn't potent? Is that a thing?
I guess that's what I did read that somewhere where they said if it's a true hermaphrodite, the pollen won't be viable. So it's not going to affect your crop. Your other females are not going to get seeds. So all I did was kept an eye on the pistils, fuck dude, as soon as you dust them 2-3 days
Right.
later, they're starting to change,
Brown,
right?
shrink. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
There might not be any problems with those seeds. You could run them out and they might all be perfect.
I've got one going right now. I'm like, fuck it, I'll see what happens. Because this will be lucky me because I still have a pound of it sitting in the tent right there. I still have to go through. So,
Well, and you know what to look for, like you're already going to be cautious about it. So
Yeah, it's
They're-
like growing
they're,
cherry pie. You grow cherry pie,
these
you know that
seeds-
you don't have to watch it, right?
these seeds are fucking small and black.
Nice.
They're just ominous looking little fuckers.
Do they have little stripes or are they just like dark?
They're dark. There's a couple I think that had some stripes. There's some lighter ones, but I think I could show one here. I don't know.
I love how you can tell the difference on some seeds. Like I've had one plant where I can tell 2 different pollen donors are on there just by the different colors of the seeds on them. It's kind of crazy.
No shit.
Even the size will be influenced of the
Yeah.
pollen donor, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was everything. Size, color. Yeah. Sometimes it's not as noticeable. Sometimes it'll be just like a slight color difference. But then sometimes, yeah, shape, everything.
So you have a tendency of pollinating like one plant with different pollen donors. Like I do that as well. You call it like 90% safe that it's going to be that cross, right? Like you can wet the plant down and just leave that one branch dry. That's what I try to do when it's like a windy day and you have to pollinate. Yeah, you can do that.
I would do it with my outdoors. So I would take like some pollen in a little plastic bag and then go out and dust a branch or two, at night. But I never had great success with that where like that branch was just loaded with seeds. It's always been real sparse for some reason.
You know what you have to do is beat the dew. Like the dew, there's that fine line between the sun dropping and bringing too much moisture in the whole game.
Yeah, and I have not been great at the male pollen collection. Just trying that out, it's been a struggle.
Yeah, make sure there's no little flowers in there or mold on you. Put a little, one of those desiccant packs in there. Let it dry up. Try to keep it cool as possible. Don't put it in the fridge or anything, but just put it in your basement. Try to keep that cool.
Yeah,
use it as soon as possible. Try to use it as soon as possible.
I did that last year with some tropical African F2 pollen. And I thought I did everything right. I had, the packets in there and everything. And then that's what I used. I used some of that outdoor this last year and didn't get anything for seeds from it. So I'm just assuming my pollen was bad on that. Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, I'm still mystified. And I've been making seeds for like 20 plus years. Because some days it's like, oh, a perfect day. I'll go make the seeds.
Yeah.
Nothing. And some days it's like, oh, right after a rainstorm, like, oh, there'll be no seed. The rain just flushed it away. Fuck, what a waste of pollen. And it'll be loaded with fucking seed. And it's like, it's mystery still. I presume how fast these girls get pregnant must be a variable in there, right? It must be some are instant where other ones are like, yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, they can kind of like brush it off. They can brush it like,
I have this plant that I'm growing though that I've been making F2s. Now I'm going to go making F3s or whatever. It's actually really good for outdoors, man. So far, nice. I've got no mold issues, no mildew, no bugs really fuck with it, except for the Japanese beetles. They kind of like it, but they really don't. do too bad. You know, they munch on a leaf a little bit, kind of, and then they just fucking
find do a couple co-plants of whatever they like a little more right around it.
Oh, dude, yeah, I had right around the corner was my mom has some big hosta things she'd planted over there, and fucking spider mites, bro. It was all webbed out, and I was freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna kill them. Then I was like, fuck it, I'll see if they'll get on there.
Right. Let them
All
be.
summer.
If they're
All
cool
summer, man.
there, you know, it's like you don't have to eradicate every bug out there. Most bugs are helping you. You know, that there's in nature that whenever there's too much of anything, it'll correct itself. You know, I think more and more leave things alone, the better they're going to be.
Yeah, if anything, you're going to interrupt that balance and just fuck it right up.
Yeah,
right.
Go over there and knock those spider mites down, and they're going to fly everywhere and then be all over your plants.
It's usually the youth are doing. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, they'll drift with the winds, right? They'll just float with the fucking winds and end up anywhere.
I'll have like I don't mind like some fungus. I actually welcome fungus gnats, but you know, under control. I don't want to see like 30, 40 of them flying around. If I see one here, another one over there, I don't care. They're helping. They're kind of aerating that soil a little bit and keeping shit going. I have a buddy, dude. He sees one, he's fuck, you know, blowtorch and everything. Just like, relax, man. There was one.
When you first start growing, if you start growing in your basement, you don't realize the life that's going to come with that, and just the moisture you're putting into your home. You know, like all of a sudden,
the first time you get a soil mite outbreak, you freak right the fuck out. You're like, what the fuck is this? Oh my god!
I haven't had any of those problems, man. I don't fuck around outside and go in. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's 90% of everybody's problem.
No,
they think, well, I was outside like 3 hours ago. I'm good. You know, I can go in there now. It's like, no, those clothes got to go. Clean clothes on.
But that's why your stuff always looks nice.
Well,
that's the
dog got on there, dude. What's that?
That's the preventative maintenance that makes a difference, though, right there.
It's a lot cheaper to change your clothes than it is to go buy and fucking neem oil. Because the first thing I did was I still got the shit's brand new. I got all kinds of shit for killing bugs and stuff. You know, that's the first thing I bought right away. I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna have bugs, so what are we gonna do to kill them? Oh, you need this $45 for a little bottle of this shit, and I'm thinking, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And I still haven't even opened it up.
Yeah.
I just had a bad fungus gnat thing a few years ago when I switched from DWC to Cocoa and didn't keep control of it. And they got nuts and I'm freaked out a bit. I got that Go Nat shit I found. It was Earth Juice makes it. It's all fucking organic. And it works. It smells like peppermint or something. It's weird.
Yeah, plus all the time it takes to spray your plants down and shit, it's definitely, advantageous to take your IPM protocols to the limit, including every time you go to the garden, get new clothes on for sure. You can shower before, but, many of us, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I just go in there once a day and that's it. I used to go in there all the time. Now I don't even, I took pictures yesterday and threw them up on Instagram because I usually used to post stuff because I'd be in there all the time. Now I'm just like, I look in there, okay, check them all out. You guys all look happy. Everybody's fine.
I think all our plants would probably be happier if we just did a 10-minute check and wasn't in there for an hour fucking with them.
They don't need you. Well, they like the CO2, but other than that, they don't fucking, Yeah. So I go in there for what? I'm in there for an hour, maybe hour and a half at the most. They get a nice dose of CO2. I get a good shot of oxygen.
Yeah. What do you think? Most of them are like, oh, this fucking guy again, probably gonna pick some fucking leaves off, give a little bit of fucking water to bitch over there. It's always dry.
I'm a leaf taker because I you know, the heavy defoliation shit. I don't know, man. I seem to just get better results as long as just to keep it clean. You know, get all the little excess bullshit off the bottoms. That's where I'm slacking right now at the very moment. But for the rest of it on the top, I'm just taking leaves where they're blocking out some bud sites and shit. And I just keep taking as I go. And then the plant doesn't ever really have to fucking, you know, because I know some people like to do a week 2 of flower or whatever. I'm like, oh, man, I think that's like the point where I want them fucking solar panels fucking cranking, man. Want
Yeah.
them buds to get fucking set up and you know, get as big as they possibly can.
Yeah, I think that's called the bolting period between like
Yeah.
the second week or whatever. I just heard Dr. Coco on what was it? I think Shangolos's podcast, and they were talking about that same thing. Dr. Coco doesn't like to do any de-leafing, you know, but especially, you know, everybody talks about the 21 day or whatever, you know, and he said that's really prime ending of that bolting period where your plant needs the most energy to do its thing.
Yeah.
So, an interesting take on it. I know I've always heard him talk about not liking de-leafing, you know, but that was a interesting point to it where I hadn't heard that, the whole bolting part.
Yeah, like Tara Wilson, she was on my ass. We were in Discord last week or whatever, and she's looking at my plants. She's like, "Oh my God, you gotta defoliate those." I'm like, eh. And then like about 10 minutes later, she's like, "How do you get those buds? Like, how do you get those big buds? What are you using nutrient wise?" I go, "I'm using basically nothing now."
Yeah.
I go, "I found the holy grail of nutrients in salts, at least for me. I can't, kosher, dude, I'm going to shout them out. Kosher nutrients. Growing with God, baby. I'm telling you." And the shit mixes up. I've used Jacks. Listen, man, I've used them all just about. And especially the dry, the Jacks and Floraflex and Lotus and Dank Farms and fuck, who else? There's been like 2 or 3 other ones. But this shit, cold water, you're using half the amount of what everybody else you would use. And I just dump it in there in 1 minute. The base is completely fucking gone, mixed in.
It's all in one?
No, it's a 2-part: base and flower, base grow. And then they sell silica. And that's it. And their motto is everything you need, nothing you don't.
Fuck yeah.
And everything's the prices. I mean, I think for 3,000 or 3,700 gallons, they cost you like $150.
And that's on Amazon too?
No, you buy them direct from them.
Probably not available in Canada.
He's in California, I believe. I believe that's where their operation is. So I don't know. I mean, it's worth hitting them out to see. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I've already done 1 run with it, and this is my 2nd run. The other thing is I grow a variety of different strains, and I usually don't like to. You know, I hate having to mix special for somebody who just doesn't like what I'm making for everybody else, you know. And there's always somebody. There's always at least 1, if not 2, get a purplies right away before flower, you know. And that's where, you know, I don't mind in flower because the plant's stressing out, right? A little bit. But with this nutrient, I've noticed that the plants, especially in veg, man, everybody's fucking just happy as shit. Nobody's crabby. Everybody's fucking green. I get a nice, you know, that nice green color, not lime green, but not dark green, you know, not GH green. Saturated with nitrogen. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. Like I said, it's 2-part, and it's 3 grams per gallon versus most everybody else is usually 5 to 10 grams per gallon of their dry. And it's a 2-part basically. He does sell silica, and I've been using that. And kicking ass, man.
Heck yeah. It's a good testimonial right there. I mean, you know it. You've used them all, like you said, man. That's awesome.
I started out the whole lines of GH, and my buddy was in Michigan at their grows. They were buying the giant things of Advance, and then he'd fill up the little ones for me. And they 9 of those, and then I was like, "Ooh, look at that Nectar for Gods! Oh, that stuff. They got 80 bottles, And CX Horticulture, I used that. Then I went to the organic stuff. I was using the Earth Juice. So I was growing with that for a while. But at the end of the day, I didn't notice difference between the organic and the salts. Cost wise, I'm gonna be able to do like 3 or 4 grows here with on $140, if not more. I couldn't do that. I mean, one run of Jacks for me is about $280, and that was about the cheapest.
It's a big savings then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
where
needed.
I'm getting a bunch of runs for $150 versus one run out of 240 or 280, whatever it came to.
Yeah.
And there's no boosters, none of that stuff. So it's pretty fucking basic stuff. If you wanted to add humic acids, you could, I believe. I don't think so far. I don't see it being necessary. The silica has really helped out with just as far as I've got a couple of bigger plants and I didn't even take them out. They're in like a 3-gallon pot, and they're just. I feed them once a day, and that's it. And they're dried out to the bone, but they're still fucking parties. So, and again, the silica he's got, I mean, compared to like what I was using before was the what do you call it, the $200 a bottle shit. I mean, it lasts.
Power SI or whatever.
I used that. Then I used. Well, I didn't pay for it. The sales rep from the Elephant. What the fuck's the name of it? Mammoth P.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a thing of that. I don't know.
Cool.
So yeah, dude, if you're on the cheap and you don't want to fuck around and you don't got a lot of time,
There you
Try
go.
kosher.
This
Kosher.
shit's kosher, baby. Grow with God.
Is that their slogan?
No, but I'm telling you, I was
It
thinking
should
about being at the end and say, dude, let me make you a t-shirt. I'm going to hit up my buddy Kazuya. He's going to draw it out for you. Growing with God. You got to have like Jesus and some sandals walking.
It'll be you in sandals and a robe.
With devil horns holding up the halo.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And I've seen their stuff around, and the funny thing was is how I ended up with it. So this guy, he's a retired electrician, same union as me. I met him at the grocery store. He's probably 70 something, and he's a newer grower. So he calls me up last year sometime. He's like, "Hey man," he goes, "You still growing with salts and stuff?" And I says, "Yeah, He goes, "You want any?" I bought some of this stuff called kosher nutrients. I thought it was organic, and it's not. It's salts. And I'm like, all right. He goes, "Otherwise, I'm just going to throw it away." I'm like, "Fuck, I'll take it. Don't throw it away, man." At the time, I was scraping pennies off the fucking, off the floor of my car. And I took it, and I'm like, wow, this is it? 3 bags? And I just bought, and fucking shit. I was like, it mixed up. I was, because all the other ones I have to get hot water, usually 3 or 4 different things. I don't have one of them spinning machines. So I'm the spinning machine, and I'm spinning like I'm spinning plates, and I'm over here for 20 minutes or whatever, you know, and then I get sick of it because it never fully dissolves. Fuck it, you know, and no, man, I just put it in there right into the cold water and it mixed. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I let go for a couple minutes and then I threw the other shit in there and yeah. And I just like, I better check these guys out. And I went on their website and I saw the prices and I'm like, start calculating shit, you know? Thinking, holy fuck, dude, these guys are like an eighth the price of everybody else's shit. Yeah.
Perfect.
Rolling with God, man. He's not going to fuck you. So,
Rolling with God, he won't fuck you.
and if he does, then you got to look back and say, what did I do wrong? Because that's for something. That's that, man. I so far, like I said, you know what? With what's going on in my life right now, this is what I needed. You know, it's not that I don't enjoy being in the garden, but like you said, or you know, first of all, being busy and then seeing what's happening in there because I'm not in there. You know, hate to tell you guys, your plants don't like you. They say they do, they don't. Leave them alone.
Yeah,
they like you in small doses.
Yeah, right.
And the awkward silence.
I'm fucking with these mics. I got a new mic today for no good
Hey,
reason.
Eagle, did you get punched in the face?
No. Oh. It's one my fucking contacts, man. I fucking the set I usually wear. I fucking didn't,
I already know. I already know, man. I was fucking with you.
I had to take them out, man. When I fucking turned off the camera, man, I took them off. I can't see shit right now.
You don't like
everybody looks like you right now, Major.
you should get the disposable ones, man. They last 2 weeks, and sometimes if you're lucky, they last 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they get dirty and irritating like anything, you just throw them away. No big deal. And the cost is, I don't even remember, dude. They're cheap as fuck up here, anyways.
You can get on them fucking like
online shit.
Yeah, online reorder systems that ain't so bad.
Yeah, I know back in the day I used to get mine from the eye doctor, right? There was no like clearly contacts or anything like that. And they were just the same shit that eventually this Canadian company came and developed. But they were twice the cost, man. Compared to the
I kind of miss my glasses, to be honest with you. I've always wore glasses. And I used to fucking joke with the kids because there for the longest time, most of the time I'd only wear my contacts was like when I left the house or online or like shit like that. Very rarely. And I used to joke with the kids. It was like a Superman Clark Kent thing. Like I could go out with the fucking glasses on and fucking hat. Fucking nobody know who the fuck I am. You can walk right by me.
Dude, you gotta get some glasses, man.
Hey, Major, I got a solution for you though. If you want to go the cheap route with glasses or contacts, just learn to read Braille.
No, probably get that surgery done. LASIK up.
I've seen a few dudes got that when I was at work. When it first came out, this one guy actually guinea pig, man, back in the 90s. I was like, bro, you're brave. Getting laser shot in your eyeballs. He came in with Stevie Wonder glasses on, man, for like a week.
They ain't like that anymore, man. The client that I'm working for right now, one of them, his wife is fucking 60. She just went in, she had cataracts in each eye, had LASIK done. They're doing one eye at a time. She didn't have very good eyesight to begin with. Fucking in and out. He said the first eye, they were fucking there an hour and 20 minutes. In and out surgery, could see 20/20 walking out shit. One eye 1 week, one eye the next. It's fucking $2,000 an eye, but no, I mean perfect 20/20 vision after, and they got rid of the fucking the cataract.
Really?
Before I always thought cataract was a big deal. I guess that ain't shit anymore. They just fucking get in
That
there.
shit
burn
off.
Yeah.
Fucking
Don't-
lightsaber.
Yeah, how much pressure is that where they're like, don't move your eyeball. What'd you twitch for? There you go. Fucking, you got
No, man.
there's a big white spot in the middle of your color of your eye and shit. They're like, we told you, man. Can't
No,
fix
they're
that shit. That's in the contract and shit. You twitch, you're fraud.
like the tattoo contract.
Yeah.
You move.
Straight
Your fault.
lines is straight lines is only as good as the sitter, they say. Basically, if you sit still, you'll get a straight line. You start bouncing around, guaranteed. Yeah,
I got plenty of straight lines.
So what's the when's the big event in Michigan? What's the one everyone's shooting to go to?
I keep getting asked that. I don't know. Right now, I think a lot of people are talking about the one in May, but there's one May 26th.
Is that
Where's
the big?
that?
I think that's a big clouds event. Yeah.
Big Falls.
Yeah, that's down closer towards you, Stony. It's the one in like Three Rivers.
Yeah. Were you there last year, Kazoo? Did I see you there? With Mendo Dope was there? I
No.
don't think you were there.
Mendo
No.
Dope's supposed to be back in like June or August to another event. I'm not sure which one, but they're gonna be back.
Well, that would be the one to go to then, huh?
Yeah, my buddy just sent me a thing about that one, wondering if I was going. I don't have any plans for anything yet this summer, other than some
Oh.
Billy's concerts.
Fucking, if everything goes right, I'm going to fucking California to see fucking Mendo Dope. Fuck waiting for him to come to fucking Michigan. I'm gonna go fucking knock on their door and say hello.
Right.
Show me those plants, boys. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, dude, do a live show from their garden.
That would be kick ass.
There's a super good chance I may be in California next month for Emerald Cup.
Nice. You should definitely do that, man.
That's but airfare is pretty cheap right now, and I got a standing VIP open invitation out there, so
There you go.
why not take that shit?
Shoot, we'll do it. We'll do a fundraiser for your plane ticket if we need to. I got some shirts. I got some shirts I can sell.
It'd be an awesome trip, that's for sure.
Heck yeah. I know a bunch of us would love to watch you go on it.
Hoping to go.
Should have you come out by fucking Larry's, man, on Memorial Day. Broadcast live from the fucking party.
That would be.
He's got the room, dude. He's got the room. He's got like a big sunroom. So he's got the deck where we jam, but then the sunroom's off to the one side, you know. I think I was in there talking to you after the show or when we were done jamming. And we got the in-ground pool and everything, man. It's fuck yeah, it'd be awesome.
That's been the fucking. That's why I kind of canceled out on Jones and Johnstone this weekend. Is yeah, man. I'm trying to throw down some hustles, so I got some room to cash. Cash to bounce around here soon. So, got to give a little, get a little, right? So,
Yeah.
Hopefully, California in May. Got to be back by the 18th. Little man's 1 year. Can't miss that. I'll be in trouble if I miss. I wouldn't miss that. I can't believe it's been a year already. Holy shit!
Time flies by, man.
Yeah. I got some Weed Nerd shirts and stuff I made. I'll I'll post some pictures. If anybody wants anything, hit me up. We're gonna try and fund Eagle's trip to Cali.
You know, my daughter I got a big lecture about shit like that the other day. I did too. For my daughter. For my daughter. She's like, man, you got a bunch of people that love you. Fucking, you need to fucking get off your fucking being a dick and fucking just open up. But being an asshole and you can do it yourself. Why you gotta keep doing shit the hard way? Oh.
Sometimes it takes that other perspective though to kind of knock you out of it. Somebody you trust to poke you.
You guys fucking it's weird because it's like, man, damn, I've seen some cool posts after 420. Really. And I don't know, the gratitude that some people express for, you know, that's I mean, seriously, what more can you ask for than some, you know, gratitude like that? So
I wanted to come back on 420, but dude, when I got home from my daughter's play for the second round, by the time I got her to bed, and I was like, oh, I gotta get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning. I knew if I jumped on, I probably wouldn't go to sleep at all then.
it was a good day, man. It was a good day.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
glad I
enjoyed it.
got hop in.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm glad a lot of people took up, except the perverts. Glad glad a lot of people from Chad took up the offer
Yeah,
to come
I
hang
saw
out.
that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be open if it didn't get one, right?
Kept things spicy for a while.
I was in full panic mode too. For some reason, I was hovering like over stop, mute, and fucking stop video instead of like kick the fuck out.
Looking good, Stoney.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9-pound monster here, man. One big mama jama. I had to bend these suckers down. They were going into the fucking light. It goes back there, bent down. Yeah, she's something. I have to get in there though and clean some of that out down there. There's junk down below, and
Yep.
yeah, I do enjoy growing this one, man. She is stinky too, man. God, is this thing stinky.
You gotta love that when you just get a face full when you open the tent.
That's 9-pound hammer.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You said that's in a 10 gallon pot?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
10-gallon fabric.
That's beautiful, man.
Super pretty.
Yeah, this plant loves the kosher nutrients, guys. I'm not getting paid from them yet either. I don't think the dude even knows who I am.
He will when we send him this video.
Yeah, right. I might as well show off the rest of them.
I wasn't talking to you.
Well, that was nice. Is that the Bruce Banner? The BB?
No, I don't. That one's a baby right now. This is Adam Dunn's Kush Edge. You can kind of see it's got the fucking spiraling buds going up. The OG Kush.
Sounds like an ode to Pauly Shore.
Kushage?
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell the cross is. It's OG Kush cross to the Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Sage. And that's another Kushage there. It's just smaller. And this I believe. Oh no, this one here is a jealousy that I trimmed shit down. I don't even know what the hell I got here anymore. That's a Oreos. This one here, and then this one here. I think this one's also Oreos, just a bigger version.
You like that Oreos?
You know what? It's all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna get nice and frosty, and it puts off some nice dank nugs. So it's not for me. It's not. I have a friend of mine who loves it. So to each his own. The
That was, like,
jealousy,
I was like super hyped like here like a year or two ago. But
Yeah.
everything
It's super crystallized, right?
was like frosty as shit, but like the smoke just wasn't completely
No.
there.
This is good though. This shit's some pretty dang shit. I like this stuff. It's already. It's probably it's the frostiest shit I got here.
Nice.
Bit of purple to it.
Yeah, it's starting to get purple. It kind of reminds me of Triangle Push. You know, it's getting like that spear fucking kind of cone shaped fucking nug. Yeah, so that's it. Then I got some babies. They just sprouted out. I did I had some ethos, and it's funny because I had some ethos, and then I bought original Mandarin cookies.
Yeah, I got some of that.
And that was the one that I wanted most, the pop, you know. So I popped a bunch of them, and the fucking two that didn't fucking pop were the Mandarin cookies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so 3 seeds left. I'm thinking, you know what, this is kind of bullshit. I think I should call them up and say, dude, it's 5 for $60, but still, it's 5 fucking seeds.
Right.
It's more than a fucking seed. I mean, this shit to me, I don't know if it's worth that, you know.
I think he took that one to R3. He reversed that 3 times, that Mandarin cookies now.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the one of the fucking nuts. Yeah, I have to look it up. But I heard, so I went back to the grocery store and I told them, I said, well, she's like, well, you can call him, but I don't think he's going to do anything. I'm like, well, what the fuck? He doesn't need to. He's got more customers. You give a fuck about your 2 fucking seeds, loser.
Yeah, you part of that club. Like, doesn't he send seeds every month? Then you sucker a bunch of people, you know, join this club. I'll send you seeds. I'll send you Mandarin cookie crosses for the rest of your fucking life. Everything, Mandarin cookies, crosses with any hype cut. That's what it's going to be.
Right.
Or Mandarin Sunset, whatever the fuck he uses.
The citral glue, though, that's the stuff you use, right? Yeah, that shit fire. That shit.
Yep. Yeah.
The G4 cross with some. What did he cross that G4 with? Skunk, some kind of skunk. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and then there was some other people that had grown that out too and really liked it. That citral skunk. Or citral glue.
Yeah, sequence like that one a lot.
Yep. Yeah, those buds were dense.
That's like the Gelato 41 I got from Moscow Seeds. Dude, this thing is like, it doesn't get like huge nugs, but they're like fucking rocks, man. They're like golf balls. Seriously, like way like a golf ball and everything. Because I put them in a scale and it's like, that looks like
heavy.
Not a half an ounce. And then you hand it off and they look at you like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, get out your scale there, scale man, and check it out.
Yeah, it's funny how some of those strains are super heavy. It's super dense. You don't know what you did. It's just a plant, right? Those genetics in that bitch.
Yeah.
I just took the sticky bud and wrapped it around a lead fucking ball.
You're filling them with little fish fillets. You're stuffing them before you.
Right. I figured I saw that guy stuffing those lead weights down the fish
Right.
throat. So when he was bringing them out, he was winning every tournament. No one can figure it out. Fuck, that's a great idea. I'll just wrap the buds up with fucking little lead weights. I'll never see that dude again. I'll weigh it out right in front of him. These are dense buds, dude. Like rock.
Chink.
Like lead weights. I could never do shit like that. I'm the opposite. Actually, people are like, I have one. My buddy is out in Michigan. Actually, he always like, "You're a fucking idiot. Why would you give them? If someone's getting a quarter, why are you going to give them an extra gram or 2 grams over that?" And I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, why not?
If it's your boy,
Right.
usually you just eye it up, right? You don't even get the skills. Like, there, thanks, bud. There you go.
Just reach in, you fucking, here you go. I just did this yesterday. I handed off one of your buds to a guy. There was a little event out by me, and so I went and checked it out. And I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this guy in a while, so I pulled out a nice honker, man. I'm like, there you go. He's like, holy shit. So they rolled up a joint. There was like 5 or 6 people there, and they were passing it around, and everyone's sitting there like, what is that? Whose is that?
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, so yeah. I'm. It's kind of weird that you showed up because, like we were talking earlier, you were talking about earlier about seeing somebody or running into somebody. So now it's like it's the same. That's what I was gonna say about that earlier. I just didn't. But I was thinking of you yesterday because they're all smoking. And I'm like, I gotta get this guy. Like, dude, you gotta find more of these seeds or make more somehow. Dude, you have fire on your hands there, man. Like, serious.
It'll probably be hard to find citral skunk or the citral glue from Ethos, no? Or you already have that?
He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, I think I still have a few seeds of that left. And I've got some of the original or the first. I have a few left. So yeah, I can definitely
expand the population.
Yeah.
So like his lilac diesel, right? That's made with the citral glue, but that's again another strain that I can't find it out here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an order it from somewhere. I'm sure somebody's got that, but that's just it's already crossed with something. So
right.
You need the citral glue. Oh man, I have 1 seed left, so I could grow it and then just clone the motherfucking shit out of it.
Right.
And then that's
I'll look through my stuff too. I'll see what I got.
Everywhere I go, Thunder Dan raves. Oh, you gotta save me some of that shit. And I still have some, tucked away. So I'm like, I don't know, dude. I think I chopped this shit back in October, man. It still looks great though.
That's awesome.
This shit's fucking badass. Look at it, man. I mean, come on. I should go grab the whole bag.
Is this the mango smile or the citral glue still? Or a citral smile? Fuck yeah, let's chunk.
Oh yeah.
Frost.
Easy trim too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a very it's kind of leafy, but not overbearing. At first sight, I don't know if you see it better.
No, anytime I grew stuff out that was like super hard to trim, I got rid of it. I didn't keep it around.
Yeah, this was not a hard thing to trim. Again, like I said, this is just one of the side nuts. Dude. This isn't a top cola.
That's awesome.
I'm right there with you, Kazoo. I'm fucking, if it's a bitch to trim, I don't care how good it is. Good.
It still stinks too.
I felt bad. I had some stuff I got from you that from Joel from North Star. It was like a Jesus OG cross, and man, this stuff was so leafy. I was just like,
That was at the Buddha's hand.
yeah, yep. I mean, it was like like the leafiest stuff I'd ever grown to the point I was like, yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't even want to think about growing this again.
Speaking of growing stuff,
It
Eagle,
happened.
did
Yes, sir.
you, when we were at the Big Clouds event where that Michael Stang, when he was speaking, they had their people, you were, I think, videoing him. Did you get any seeds of his?
I did.
Have you grown any of it out yet?
Not yet. I got it. I still got it though.
I'm going to tell you this. Grow it and clone the fucking shit out of it. Because, bro, the stuff I grew, this Beethoven, bro, oh my God, this shit was fucking fire. So I hit him up. Hey, brother, you got any more of those? Oh, no, I haven't got any more of that, but I got this other one. How much for a pack? Like $3,000.
Damn.
Yeah, $7,000. Anything with Mendo breath in it, it's like $5,000.
What?
That's crazy.
Dude, I want to shoot myself in the head. I'm like, damn, I didn't clone that fucking thing.
Yeah, well, that makes me feel better. That is
I
Amy.
reached out to Modern too. I said, he's like, well, I don't know what I'm like, well, if you don't want them, just give them to me.
Pass it along, right?
They're worth $100, dude. $7,000 only gonna get you 10 seeds.
Oh.
I'll gladly give you $100 for 2.
That's awesome. That makes me feel good. Yeah, they actually came back and like gave me a pack. I can't even remember what the fuck it is. They were like, oh, here you
Well,
go.
you got some probably
Love the
fire.
canvas. Grateful for me.
He's
Awesome.
I bet you he's probably one of the top breeders out there right now that I think nobody really knows about that much. I mean, maybe I'm out of the loop and
They're just so expensive.
I
that
don't
no
think
one
they can
can
afford them.
experience that. Yeah,
Yeah.
People know about them.
I don't know if those
people
prices
know.
are top prices though. I don't know if some guys back in the day would do shit like that. Like, you would go to them and be like, yeah, hey man, I heard you got a quarter. I'd like to get a quarter from you. And he'd be like, yeah, $500. You'd be like, what? He's like, dude, it's like $120. I thought, no, man, 500. You'd be like,
yeah.
And then he'll see you milling around and he'd call you back. Hey, come here. All right. You ain't a cop, but that's how they weed people out. That, it's one of their tactics.
Yeah, it's a business model.
Yeah. Fun one.
Yeah.
There's always that super rich elite class who will buy a $10,000 pack of seeds.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a market for it. So
Yeah,
good for them.
Sadly. Sub used to fucking talk about that. Was one of his stories he used to tell all the time. It's when he would sell seeds in the overgrow forum. They would have packs listed. There was a part of the forum where you could just buy seed, right? And then there was a place where they had auction. And he said every fucking time, the pack would be available over here for fucking $30, but they would auction it up and just overprice it, double, triple price it just to bid against each other. He said, I can't. He said it always blew me away that people would fucking do that instead of just going over and buying a pack. It was the competitive nature in people to.
Yeah, but you know what though? Those people are going to value that pack that much more because they fought for it. If they had just walked over there and randomly clicked on it, they wouldn't have had that same, specialness when they open that mailbox.
Who does that too with their seeds is Copycat. I remember years ago looking on his website when I heard about it, I didn't know all about him. That's why I'm finishing out growing some of his shit right now. But I remember going to his website, seeing $3,500 a pack, $2,500. I'm like, what the fuck? And then, you know, you get on Instagram and then you find he's got his little sales guy out there. It's $50 a pack, you know, and you buy 2, you get a third one free. So you get like 5 packs for like $100 or $200 or some shit. But you know, you're getting fired because he's ripping them, you know, he's going and getting that clone somehow. And that's one in the bitch. So you're getting, you know, his Mac, you're getting fucking Cap's Mac. And Cap's pissed off at him. That's why everyone fucking hates him. And I don't really condone that shit. I don't like that he does that. Because if a guy wants to keep it from people, then he should. But then again, if you let it out and someone does it, you know, that's the chance you take. So
there's enough good options out there. There's enough good places to get seeds where, you know, you don't have to mess with them anymore. Anybody, you know, like, why would you want that negative, you know, intention behind the seeds being made? He literally just makes them to screw people over and make money off other people's work.
Right.
So,
there was a guy up here named Whiskey Jack, and he did the same thing. He'd take all the popular seeds and make them, but he'd only sell them for like $3 a seed or something, right? It wouldn't be like for $350. It'd be like, oh, here, it's that. He'd tell you it's just a remake. It's just a F2 of this dude's work, or F1, whatever he wants to call it, even, right?
Yeah, but he was trying to do it just to really spread the seeds out, maybe make a little change, but his heart was still in spreading them out. You know, it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to get this and then charge these guys as much as I can for it.
Yeah, I think if Copycat did the same thing, like, oh, I got the Mac 1 here, but it's S1 seed, it's going to be $3 a seed, boys. Not
actually
$350.
It could have been the Robin Hood. You know, I mean, it really could have been a cool thing if he had done it the right way.
It kind of is doing it that way. It's just the way his attitude is, because it's $5 a seed. It's 50 a pack, 10 seeds in a pack. So it's $5 a seed. That's half the price of just a regular pack of seeds from anywhere normally, right?
Yeah.
So
I thought he had some real expensive shit too still, though. Last time I looked, it must have been over a year ago, though.
Oh, what? Yeah. So if they're like that, the drip or whatever came out, that was the last time I even seen him. I think it was a year or two ago. The drip was this new hot thing that was coming out, and suppose they were hyping it up, and it was a clone only somebody had, and he got a hold of it. And yeah, he, on the first run or the first sale of it, yeah, he jacked up prices. You know, I think it was like $200 a pack or whatever, but still not out of crazy line. I mean, in-house genetics, I was just at the store yesterday. It was $225 a pack. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's the other guy. That's what I seen him and the dude from In-House Genetics went on live together and battling it out verbally. You know, and he's like, the copycat dude's like, yeah, but you're fucking doing the same shit, man. You're taking someone else's shit and then crossing with some other crap, and then, you know, they're just going back and out. You know, two people trying to justify wrongs, you know, that they're both doing, and trying to point out the other guy's wrong. You know, like, don't look at what I'm doing over here, but look at what he's doing, you know. Whatever, man. I've got seeds. If anybody ever wants seeds, they just give me a holler, man.
Yes.
Sugar Fire, which is Legend OG, cross the original Indiana bubblegum, cross to a Tangy Palmetto. I don't know how it tastes. I haven't even smoked any of it yet. So
sounds delicious.
I just keep fucking growing it. I did get one pheno that I set the seeds aside that was its thing was purple. I mean, purple. Everything was getting purple on it. And it was frostier than everything else in the garden. So I mean, I'll put you to the side and get those seeds off of you and see what you got.
Heck yeah.
But they're F2 seeds, so I don't know what that opens
Do
up
you
the door
feel?
to everything, right?
What's your
You could-
what's your opinion about the purple weed, man?
Me?
Yeah.
Depends. I don't like there was some shit going around 4 or 5 years ago. It was real purple with orange hairs on it. Can't remember the name offhand.
Have you ever grown like
Oh,
just out of
something.
the same pack? You got a purple pheno versus the green pheno. You know that
Oh,
scenario.
that kind of stuff.
Do you find like that purple is weaker? For some reason.
Listening earlier, I was actually talking about that earlier.
So you know what? For me, I don't know if either one, but I could tell you the weed that usually can not knocks me out. It'll be that light green when you crack the bud open and it's light green inside and then fades into like a light purple. That kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit that any kind of weed like that I get is usually
Combination of the two is the best.
kind of like a combo of the two.
Have you ever
I
grown
mean-
a purple
Or
with dense
green.
nugs?
Yeah, my outdoor this last year, the kazoo cake was purple, and they were all nice little dense nugs.
The Mendo Gilly I grew, that purpled out. That was actually, it got more like a black, you know. It was like a real dark,
Mhm.
dark purple. But the buds were, cracked them open and they were purple inside, you know.
True purple.
Purple with there was some green, you know, but it's like kind of like that light, real light, almost white, and then light green and then purple all around.
That purple's daytime weed for me. Purple is like, I enjoy the flavor of it, but it just doesn't take me there.
It seems like it could almost get you there, but it has short duration where you almost want to be like, huh.
Beautiful taste though. It smells good, super turfy. Now, but like as you're saying, like the difference in the like green versus purple pheno, that same strain, you give me a green pheno of that strain, that shit makes me antsy. I get all anxiety and shit. It makes me anything but comfortable.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, yeah. Every time I've ever experienced that, same across the board. I don't know what it is.
I've grown out
Interesting.
this. Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say I was growing out this platinum garlic, and I grew out like 3 of them at the same time, and I got 2 different phenos. One, it was just this is the one I got in my hand now. It's one of the nugs. It's just green, you know, on the inside. There's no purple. But I had the other one when I cracked it open. It had the light green with purple in it, and that one had more flavor. Like I got like this sweet something on the back end instead of more like the heavy garlic. You know, it's less GMO, more platinum maybe. I don't know, but I just like the sweeter, and I just get a better high. Like it's more of a energetic, you know, like let's do shit. Not generally like a Durban poison where I'm bouncing off the walls when I take that cat on a hot tin roof. But just, you know, kind of like I want to go do something. Like I don't want to fucking sit and watch a TV or some fucking stupid shit.
Right.
So I was asking that Smiley now. Say you enjoy the lighter green weeds. I was asking Smiley, that was like the first question I asked Smiley today. What's, in your opinion, what's the difference between like, all right, we talked about the green versus the purple. So what's the difference in your opinion in the light green, like the lime green weed versus the darker green cannabis? Because I think there's a difference in effect there as well.
I like them all. I just put them all together and I smoke them.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
easy
don't
answer.
focus.
Can I
That's
get
the
really
easy.
high?
I mean, I don't think any of us here are really focusing that hard. We just crack open, look. Oh wow, look at that's the purple one. I know what I'm going to get this time. You know,
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
just
at
grab
least
a
you know
handful out of the bucket and
Yeah,
then
but some strains just are light green.
yeah. Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know? And for me, as I can know, is like those strains are like the laffy buds, socially high, super
the high
happy.
school,
Yeah, yeah.
the high
Versus like
school.
the darker kind of cannabis, like almost like a leaf color kind of dark cannabis. It's like super
I don't
sedated
like
or
that.
narcotic to me.
Like dark green, you're talking like the
Yeah.
dark green bud. I don't like dark green bud, man. I find a lot of that too has kind of like that perfumey,
Mm. Incense.
yeah, incense kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not down with that.
Mhm.
It just
Super sedated. That's what I think about that dark.
I'm super sedated right now. I think I'm gonna hop off and go get to bed.
yeah,
Time.
yeah, it's
Right
getting
Right
late.
on the nose, man. I was gonna end it at 12. Would you read my mind? Because
Hey, we're on the same. Yes, we are all on the same page. We're all getting on the same page. It's a beautiful thing. Thanks, guys. Good seeing you guys. Thanks, Eagle.
Take care.
you.
I'm gonna
We'll see you.
start auctioning some stuff off to pay for your plane ticket to Cali. So let's make it happen, weed nerds.
All right, I'll throw some of my seeds in there, F1s and F2s. How's that? You get both packs.
Let's do it. Let's get Eagle to Cali.
Good.
All right. Peace out, guys.
On a bus. On a bus.
That's awesome.
All right, boys. Eagle, cheers. Thank you very much. It was a great night. Very enjoyable. Major, always a pleasure, sir. And
Peace out, Stoney.
have a good one. Take care, chat.
Thank you for popping in, Stoney.
Well, keep care of that eye, brother, man. Don't wear your contacts tomorrow. Wear some fucking glasses for a while. Bust out those old bitches somewhere, even if you gotta tape them together. Or usually Walmart has those just general prescriptions. It must be one that's close enough.
Tops of my vision. Tops. It's far. I'm
Okay.
farsighted, or I'm nearsighted, but I can't see far.
Can't see
Right
far.
now, right now I can't even read the monitor, so I'm working.
Perfect. There you go. Worry-free lifestyle now. Maybe just go blurry for a while. Fuck it. Just blurry vision.
Ain't so
Easy to
bad.
adapt.
Ain't so bad.
Get the cane out. Fucking blurry vision. Just
That's
fucking
the beer
play-
goggles. That's what it's like, the permanent beer goggle.
All right, brother. Remember, kill an auto.
Hey, brother. Oh, you guys. Too far. All right. With that being said, thank you guys very much for hanging out tonight. Does this new mic sound better? I'm gonna ask you guys right now. All right. So better A or better A, better B. Better B? This one better? Or better A? This is like a light test. Anyways, if this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. This is the beginning of your day, your journey. Please take time out for a little bit of self-love, a little bit of meditation. This is the beginning of your day. You're way up. Too early. It's fucking midnight. You could, nonetheless, you probably watch this. Take time out to do something nice for yourself. A little bit of meditation. Love yourself, most importantly. Along the lines, what I'm hoping is a fabulous Tuesday for you. Take time out to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. And with that being said, I am making a quick trip to the gym and passing out. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I got a guest tomorrow, 11:30. Fuck talking shit with Eagle. Put it on your books if you want to hang out. 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Post up, I guess, on Instagram. But prone to be a good show. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.